positioning themselves for the next era of global economic transformation. In that changing global landscape, Ghana offers something increasingly valuable: political stability, democratic maturity, strategic geographical access, improving macroeconomic fundamentals, and a government committed to creating a transparent and investor-friendly business environment. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana and the United Kingdom share a long and evolving relationship rooted not only in our history, but increasingly in trade, innovation, investment, education, and shared democratic values. Today, bilateral trade between our two countries exceeds 1.5 billion pounds annually. But I believe this only scratches the surface of what is possible. The future of the Ghana-UK partnership must move beyond traditional trade into deeper strategic collaboration in manufacturing, in technology, infrastructure, agribusiness, renewable energy, financial services, pharmaceuticals, tourism, education, and the digital economy. This summit is therefore not simply a networking event. It is a platform for building long-term partnerships capable of delivering jobs, innovation, industrial growth, and shared prosperity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when my administration assumed office, Ghana faced significant economic difficulties. Investor confidence had weakened, inflation was high, debt vulnerabilities had constrained fiscal space, and businesses were struggling in an atmosphere of uncertainty. We took decisive action. Through disciplined economic management, institutional reforms, fiscal consolidation, and enhanced coordination between monetary and fiscal authorities, we have restored stability and renewed confidence in the Ghanaian economy. Inflation has declined significantly from 23.8% in December 2024 to 3.4% as of April 2026. Our international reserves have strengthened considerably, rising from approximately $8.9 billion to nearly $13.9 billion, providing stronger external buffers and exchange rate stability. Interest rates are easing. The Ghanaian cedi has stabilized and appreciated against major international currencies, and Ghana's sovereign credit outlook has improved following recent upgrades by international rating agencies. Most importantly, business confidence is returning. These improvements are not abstract macroeconomic indicators. They translate into a more predictable investment environment, lower operating uncertainty, greater currency stability, and improved planning conditions for businesses and investors. Ghana's economy expanded by approximately 6% GDP in 2025, and our GDP has now crossed the 114 billion mark, making Ghana the 8th largest economy in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, our vision is clear. We're building a productive, export-oriented, industrialized, and technology-driven economy that creates opportunities for our people and competitive returns for investors. At the center of this transformation is our flagship 24-hour economy initiative and accelerated export development program. The 24-hour economy is not merely a slogan. It is a deliberate national productivity strategy that is designed to maximize the utilization of infrastructure, industry, labor, logistics, ports, and energy systems around the clock. It is intended to increase productivity, stimulate manufacturing, create jobs, boost exports, deepen regional trade, and improve competitiveness. We're aligning policy, infrastructure incentives, skills development, transport systems, power reliability, and financing mechanisms to support businesses operating beyond traditional working hours. This initiative presents enormous opportunities for investors in logistics, industrial parks, warehousing, cold chain systems, transport, agro-processing, manufacturing, the retail sector, ICT, and energy. Agriculture remains one of Ghana's most promising investment frontiers. Under our Feed Ghana program, we are modernizing agriculture and positioning agribusiness as a major pillar of industrial growth and exports expansion. I can see my Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry is excited about that one. We're establishing agro-industrial enclaves across the country, improving irrigation systems, supporting commercial farming, and expanding food processing and agricultural export. The opportunities in cocoa processing, oil palm, cashew, shea, horticulture, poultry, rice production, fisheries, and cold chain logistics are extensive. For investors seeking scalable agricultural opportunities linked to regional and global markets, Ghana offers both the demand and the strategic location for such production. In manufacturing and industrialization, we are prioritizing value addition. Rather than exporting raw materials, Ghana is positioning itself higher within the global value chains. This applies particularly to cocoa, gold, lithium, bauxite, manganese, critical minerals, pharmaceuticals, textiles, automotive assembly, and petrochemicals. Our objective is simple. Ghana must become a production hub, not merely a source of raw commodities. Ladies and gentlemen, the global transition towards green energy and sustainable growth also creates significant partnership opportunities. We're investing heavily in energy infrastructure, gas development, power reliability, renewable energy expansion, and grid modernization. We're pursuing strategic investments in solar energy, clean transportation, battery value chains, and climate-resilient infrastructure. An MOU signed with Tallow and the Jubilee partners will see an injection of almost $2 billion into an additional new drilling to unlock more gas for Ghana's power sector. Government is going ahead with a second gas processing plant to take on this additional gas. Distinguished investors, ladies and gentlemen, the digital economy is another major area of transformation. We recently launched our National Artificial Intelligence Strategy to position our country as a leading technology and innovation hub in Africa. We're investing in digital skills development through our Million Coders program and expanding opportunities in fintech, agri-tech, cybersecurity, data centers, health tech, and AI-driven services. Our partnerships are to develop Africa's largest integrated AI and technology hub, demonstrating our ambition to become a major player in the future digital economy. The opportunities for venture capital, private equity, technology partnerships, and innovation ecosystems are significant. Infrastructure development remains central to our economic transformation agenda. Through the $10 billion 5-year Big Push infrastructure program, we're accelerating investments in roads, railways, ports, housing, transport corridors, and aviation infrastructure. We're modernizing key transport corridors, including the Eastern and Western corridors and the now iconic Accra-Kumasi Expressway. We're expanding airport infrastructure and pursuing the establishment of a new national airline to improve connectivity and facilitate trade, tourism, and exports between Ghana and major international markets, including, of course, the United Kingdom. We're also modernizing our ports and logistics systems to strengthen Ghana's position as the preferred trade and investment gateway to Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's greatest competitive advantage is not only our resources or our location. Our greatest competitive advantage is our people. We're young. Thank you. We're a young, ambitious, entrepreneurial, English-speaking population operating within one of Africa's most stable democratic systems. Our legal system is predictable, based on English common law. Our judiciary is independent, power transitions are peaceful, and our institutions remain strong. For investors, stability is important, governance matters, and transparency matters. My government understands this clearly, and that's why we're strengthening public sector reforms, digitizing public services, improving regulatory efficiency, simplifying business registration processes, and enhancing investment protection. The recently passed Ghana Investment Promotion Authority Act removes minimum capital requirements across many sectors. It strengthens investor protections and guarantees the repatriation of profits. We're reducing bureaucratic bottlenecks and creating a more responsive environment for businesses to thrive. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is not only a national market of over 34 million people. Ghana is your strategic entry point into the ECOWAS and African markets. ECOWAS market of over 425 million people, and the African Continental Trade Area, which represents more than 1.4 billion consumers, with a combined GDP exceeding $3 trillion. No serious global investor can ignore the scale of opportunity emerging across Africa. And few countries are better positioned than Ghana to serve as a platform and hub for engaging that opportunity. To the international investors gathered here today, let me say this clearly: Ghana is open for business. We're open to partnerships that create jobs, transfer technology, develop skills, support industrialization, expand exports, and deliver sustainable growth. We seek investors who are prepared to build long-term partnerships with us, partnerships that are grounded in mutual respect, transparency, and shared prosperity. My government stands ready to work with you. I'm pleased that several of our ministers and senior government officials are present at this summit. I encourage all potential investors to engage directly with them during this business summit, during the sessions and networking engagements. This is a time for us to move from conversations to commitments. This is the time to invest in Ghana. Together, let us build a partnership that not only delivers returns for investors, but also creates opportunities for millions of people across Ghana, the United Kingdom, and Africa. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. May God bless the United Kingdom and bless the enduring friendship between Ghana and the UK. I thank you.
TVXYZ and a power 96.9 FM inside politics Jumedi Suni. Ya sa said it and kwapim sa 6 p.m. bebo in sama hodo itwegu ewo my Ghana mo ade si se fata sa won so baby a wo no betimi anya ahonte ase na tumi a wo de shampanifo nsa sa wo monye satima ni sa Ghana ni abibiara nse se pampanifo betimi aye na nso watimi anya honfa so no watimi onsa atimi akabinti sane nso Sankopim sa 6 p.m. bebo ye di side media di abom ubenya kwenya kese ede wo nso wadwenkyere ede ababeta jumedi echi wo bra wo ko Facebook yen platform so e wo hono at power 979 FM TVXYZ na fe wabo modern de wadwenkyere ato jumedi na se wo mre pam no ye beje brand akenkan de ama ukopiem e wo YouTube ye XYZ broadcasting na fe ho nso wabo modern ahwe jumedi e bi na ye nyina abo modern akoso ato adwene se be ye no my Ghana ebetimi afa ne ntema pa bi na ode afira okwa MCR Mr. Rap Jampo director ho Mr. Peter Cranton ho Mr. Emmanuel Nete ana fe Abbas womo ana ahyehyɛ TV ni so ama se be ye na so betimi anya homka ede ahwe dwumadi bi Lizzy ana atwimani makeup kama no ura studio ha ye William Sefa ani Kofi Asante na ebegyina camera sinachi na fe o ma direct no se be ye na so betimi agebre ahwe dwumadi bi Midin the N.K Obrempong, the grassroots president, Okwapamai Kania, Abribia Mechina se pe, Mesekai, say ye pepe yo, ye die, ye kwampe biara, or my Ghana befaso, na wafa ne ntema pa bi de fra se be ye na wotimamuni won so betimi ate so emfa so me producer wo dwumade yi so a wahyehyɛ dwumade yi nyina de ama me ne din de Mr. Kelvin Asante wono ana dwumade yi nyina esi ne sira so busia ensema hodo bebre aneguwa His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama wakasa wobra wo kopie mo UK eye town hall meeting a ekoso na woni Ghana fo ahodo bebre kra hia say what the various MMD DCS na the Metropolitan Municipal and District Assemblies na one more Emma ho kwan Emma permit ma enkrofo sisi adan wo nsu akwan mu Ramsar site ahodo a nsu to a ankabekọ akotai ho na mene no nanso wo mo fa kuntuna se emma permit mo mo sisi no san enkrofo ni nyina ye ba be chi wom anase ye ba be yi omadi e de afiri ho na ayenhwesode e de ama assembly bia se eni ho kwan se ombema permit na womatimi adi sa adwumadi no yebedi ho enkomo ha anopa we ye sorry ya na wo abefo ntentan no so ye hunu se wo mo de ababeto so ana from Ochina on the 2nd of June 2026 no ye to ye car sentuade mu by 20%. Me na we can say GPR2U4 the road transport operators for concerned drivers association for all the various transport unions wo ma be ka say sa asem no enye no kura sabi ekura no se waka onyanwe sabre de enya de a oman mu ha Ghana ba bibiara ya to transport fare mu enti afi Ochina kọ elisa wo kwotena ka mu se wobi eje oteku simple ana tro e de aka usika na utu adeda ho na wahye ne nsom ye wi ye bekoso bogoso Pristia mines no na eye heat goldfields for anekutom sabre de hwan ana akwakodi ni nsa na yakohwe the minority press conference and they are on my year. And they are for the anti-LGBTQ plus bill. Sabre, wama passe na ye shani mi say. E kodua banka sema His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. Eden in sabe shase na abeye mrada ho. Say ye nkrom ha bema ne bema da yechi. Wabani waba da yechi. Bema ye ne hu waba yechi. Waba ye ne hu bema yechi. Krom ha yechi wade no na fe ehwo asotwe ka hu bia nso. Yebedi hu nkomo ne minority akasa edi afa sa bill ya pass ho nsem maka nyina no yebebiem ewa ha na fe se de tie bia no ye nyina no ya kire ya adwene edi afa ho yebeda ne ye ho aba yeba pe sensemi yeba bebiem twen yeba sha. Ana power 97.9 FM inside politics dwumadi sunie fi sabre nkopem 6 p.m. kan ho na ye ni dwumadi mbom uko Facebook aye ho at power 979 FM TVXYZ wo hwe dwumadi ni bi na wo de wadwenkyere ato ase wo mrepemu ye bekenkan de ama uko piem wo YouTube a eye XYZ broadcasting na fe inside politics dwumadi wo so wato abomode e de ho aka ho ne ye de dwumadi yabom medi de N.K Obrempong Yankopon enhyira wa mempreda se abre nyina no wogitum say ye bedi dwumadi edi aboma affiliate stations afa across Ghana baby biara wo hwe yen bia memo akwaba e de be dwumadi so ensem a enne ye ba bekeka no e na ye hye ase no anopa ye sorry ene ye hunu say wo newspapers mu wo abefo ntintan so social media ho ya to transport fare mu by 20% starting nyame ya adoma wo chena on the 2nd of June 2026 na me ne wo de ka say ye wie ya ana the road transport operators no ade ababetu ja say ebuo sa asem no kura biara eniwa ewom yenkan wom nsem na wom de ababa no bi na afei yemmo enchiremu no NCP. The road transport operators press release or say disregard the purported 20% upward adjustment in public transport fares. Wom say yemmo ntungu eya hurudi hurada sem baby biara ni ho e wo man Ghana mu a yato transport firm. I say the attention of the executives of the road transport operators has been drawn to media publications of purported 20% upward adjustment in public transport fares effective 2nd June 2026. We wish to inform the general public that the executives of the road transport operators have not engaged the ministry in any transport fare upward adjustment. The decision by the supposed group is illegal as it has not got gone through the fare adjustment protocol and procedure agreed between the Ministry of Transport and road transport operators. We therefore wish to condemn this decision in no uncertain terms and request the general public to disregard the publication by the supposed group with the contempt it deserves. Accordingly, all road transport operators, union association, driver vehicle owners, loading point managers, and allied stakeholders are hereby requested to maintain the existing approved fares and to refrain from implementing any unilateral fare adjustment until further notice. We are monitoring the next pricing window and should therefore be the need for any fare adjustment, the public will be duly notified. We remain committed to prioritizing the interest of both our drivers and commuters and will continue to work diligently towards safeguarding the welfare. It's in road transport operators. Woman and Omodia to Gram Penny4, woman Sashi CP, General Secretary, Ghana Private Road Transport Union, Nisa Eshasia, the Dendia. Woman in a come, Wabomudia to just say, Mentie driver Nibia, Mentie will be Biara, Wolf car. Now, what Babe Catcher will say, Wo Yato transport femu, enti, if you are Chinadi Ukray, Wuba, Nasa Wababe Froka, Udi Teku Sempua, Tro Eka, Dabi, and Yanokre da. Yanto transport fe bia mu ye eni wo sakra ti sabrede se wo kofro car nyame ya adoma efi ochina kɔ na driver ni bia mate ni bia training sa ya tumba 20% enti fa bi ka ho a ka kire ne se enya no kore eni ba bi biara se ya to transport fe mu na wabo wode no wabo osika ho ban na obi amfa osika ankwa nkodi yanto adwumade ni sima His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama ko piemu wo UK na wo kodi ni juma ewo ho no hia Ghana for ewo ho ne nkomo ni bia wode tu dwa ewo town hall meeting course no Ghanaian community in the United Kingdom na woni omu hia na womudi omudi nkomo na ka kire se sia de womu assemblies wo DCs MCs ne mpanifo womu titi the various assemblies wo na womu ma permit Emma ho kwan na enkrofo AC fie womu si dan womu si stores womu si hotels waterways Ramsar site no womu ba no ma ba be yi womadi ana womu de omagina mra no a esene fata se be ya obi ani beda ne ho so na wase ne so se eni se Ghana ha obi asi ne fie ana ne dan ewo nsuo kwan mu yenkotie His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana John Dramani Mahama wo bra no wode sansem wei to dwa ewo town hall meeting ekoso ewo UK nimra ne entoyimede ne so.
In Accra is not an engineering problem. It is just a problem of indiscipline. It's not an engineering problem, it's a problem of indiscipline. We have drains, and everybody says, why don't you do sealed drains? But the problem is when we do sealed drains, people drink sachet water, they eat papaya in those styrofoam plastics, and they just dump them anywhere. And these plastics wash into the drain, and they go and block the drain. And so if you have to unclog the drain, you have to remove all the drain covers and clean it out. You clean it out, you cover it again. In the next 3, 4, 5 months, they have clogged again. But that is not even the major problem. The major problem is the location of Accra. You have the Kwapim Mountain Range, and you have the Atlantic Ocean. Before people came to Accra, you had the Lafa Stream, you had the Densu, you had the Sakumo Stream, you had the Kole Stream, you had the Odo Stream. All of them were rainwater that falls in the mountains that flow through to the Atlantic Ocean. Then you come and build a city in the path of those streams. What do you expect the streams to do? And even if you build, leave the causeways. If you come to London, you see the canals in the city. If you go and build a house in that canal, where will the water go? It will go back into people's houses. Unfortunately, Nanan Misremu, our traditional rulers are selling plots in streams. It's not this Nananuma I'm talking about. We have places they call Ramsar sites. These Ramsar sites are wetlands. And they say that migratory birds come from Europe during the winter. They come and spend vacation with us in Africa. Then when they finish the vacation and it's summer, they fly back. And they decided to protect the Ramsar sites because of the migratory birds. But let me tell you what the Ramsar sites do. They are wetlands. So when they receive the water from the Kwapim mountain range, the Ramsar sites are huge wetlands. So they absorb the water into the wetlands and discharge the water gradually into the ocean. So if you build and you fill and build, you fill and build, you fill and build, you are reducing the size of the Ramsar site, of the wetland. And so when the water comes, what is left cannot contain the water. And so it will overflow and flood people's houses. I've seen from the air, helicopter, a stream coming from the Kwapim range. And then it reaches somewhere and they've built across it. And so the stream has nowhere to continue. So it will flood your houses and flood houses of people behind. Now when government takes action and begins breaking people's houses out of the waterway, the same people will say, hey, hey, that's our problem. And part of the problem is the local councils and the assemblies. Unfortunately, our councils are not working as good as yours. You will find a house in a waterway and somebody signed a building permit for them to build there. Look at the Wager Dam. The Wager Dam provides about 30–40% of Accra's water. It has a spillway, and every year when it rains, the water reaches a level. And when it reaches that level, they have to open the spillway, otherwise it can break the dam and cause destruction downstream. In the dry season, these same traditional rulers and Shikpong Cheme, owners of land, will sell land to people in the spillway of the Wager Dam. And so you start building. And then when the rains come and they open the spillway, your house is flooded with water. And he says, why isn't government doing anything about the flooding problem? It's because you went and built in a place you shouldn't have built.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and all this answer we to your diaspora town hall meeting, United Kingdom, wabra wo kopiem, hona wane Ghana for aiding common tre, bi wo ha Ghana for ni tia, I have waterway, I have Ramsar site, and so obekọ no akwakoto asase ne wo ho. E ho no mensuo na nketo a ekotai ho. Ye won sase awodo bebre. Aye si dan wo so wo man Ghana mama ne yeye. Nenso obi beko onimsa ha nsuo to etai ho, obekọ fa nwea, obakọ fa abo no de afele. Na e ho no abasoro no wasi. Eti nsuo no to a na wenya ba bi nkotai de a na wo se ewura nkrofo fiem na no abaye aban aso de. Eti MCs, DCs are more the various assemblies are Mama permit, I'm a woman did this adjumedi. My penny John Dramani Mama said, well, Baba Yimwadi, what can she supay? It's emergency only at Tragedy so. I was saying trust enough, a young called Bogo Supristia mines, a ho, and now heat go fields. One more Edio Mujuma, one more mining ewo, or my Ghana moa, Nelson, one more egg Ghana for. Minoka said, I buy at the heat go fields, no, right, you know, what the ama honorable Kwabna a year Dufour, and no a year former governor. Edema Bank of Ghana. Sir, Sabredi, Sir Ghana Fonso, etu a good year will chroma, ekuta and big mining concessions in a year. Sir, we share over years upon years, da my minds. And then for son no my Ghana in your free mo, ewo chroma. But Wabra and another Dankwa Kufuado, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, Edane Diamond Mines, Edema EMP, CEO Penipa Wadano, Dr. Ibrahim Mahama, say woman ko no woman ko take over that concession. I mean, what they can say for 2 consecutive times. God will be a woman to Diamond Mines, here the Ama Gold Board. Ama Gold Board, Jumedia Ward Dino so. Ebua so man economy begina na ye sika semegina brane no ono so bo na adwuma. So for some time now, hwe se de o man Ghana sika sem aye stable. This is the second time wa ye nya Ghana ni a wono so eba bekuta ye one of our biggest concessions and mining concessions e wo man Ghana mu a eno ye bogo so Prisia mines na dwuma de yi ekoso ma ahemfo nyina ekopie ho. Honorable Kwabenadufo ewo ho wo hene a wo kuro no sonso ewo bogo sonso ekasa ye yenkohwe dwumadie no mra se de ekoye ye be beto aso de ama
Pristia 1873 na mu se gold wa ha the history books the children say 1873 1912 na gold mine wa ha, which means about 124 years ago when we started mining gold in Pristia. But why are we in this situation? 124 years mining of gold in Pristia. Is that how Pristia should be now? No, yes, no, sorry. I'm away. Ghana is number 1 gold producer in the whole Africa. Number 1. We are number 6 in the whole world. Why are we so poor? Where does the revenue go? I'm sample. We are, wealthy on the ground, but we have no control of what we have. Gold is already on control also. So say the mining heath in Yamamoa. Yabeye ama Obia who said Ghana for the to gold mines. Papa. You will be part Yamakuma Papa Maya. You will hear Mamoa. Pristia. Look also. I am not my baby fraud. I'm afraid when you may as we remember home. So said a year now so most of the kind was a share remember as the going there. You bet me my I don't come up and Bible. And yes, I've been beautiful my would up my pen and Papa every year. 124 years of gold mining in Pristia, yet there's nothing one can talk about in Pristia. Is it fair? No. But why are you so quiet? Heath gold for down my pace will settle. You see about my year Ghana for companies too. Example, I'm with my now will be until say. I you friendly, Yamajimiti. And to be double say. The area in a beam bada and a bushing cedar. Debiano $1 per ounce, $1 per ounce. Yakika Bumpo, a feeling of Nampa. Until you not $200 in Punayache. Community square say, Nabakoche. Na de imputu a yepese eba ya asase so no yetin yenya enuti yenso ye mamate say ye de support na say ye nanano say ye bibu obibia mama yenta hitifo echi na de papa wofia enye yeti Ghana for yenya ye mines and ye and it is ye boada ye wa hoto so se bebe ye na bayi wo hwem branch a be wo adwuma mu ho a embre kakra ni badan dan adwuma mu ha na yɛne akasa yɛaha yɛ ho sɛ dedade ho yɛbɛtumi ayɛ na adɛn na yɛatena hɔ a yɛama bɛdi akɔ aka n'ase ɛna fidi yɛde bɛma Ghanafoɔ ma baayɛ ɛno nti sɛ baaba na bɛɛba bɛyɛ deɛ a hitifoɔ yɛma mo ate sɛ yɛaso mu mutwe anamon bi a mobɛtu biara no yɛne yɛmanfoɔ yɛbɛdi m'akyi.
Honorable Kwabenedufo me na wode ka sai se CID ono ana bogo so Christian minds na hit go face e wono sabre de ye de asene nsa aban de ama no ne dia a wono no ba bedi djuma e ho wono woni bogo so hene ana wote wo monka na wo mo e kasa de fa ho kwan ya esene fata se Ghana fon so ekuta ye biggest mining concessions ebetimi aboa de na medi kan ka first no hwe ye hwe Dr. Ibrahim Mahama ni saka eye damai man so share operations ase na nsen ya obesi airport or damai or ye kwan efi damai de akotakwa se yes ene ne mpatemu wo ye wo sisi adan hwemfasode wo boa no man Ghana economy no agina because ni gold no wo tu or damai ni nyina no wo de break gold board no man na timi anya so mfaso adenti na abribia wo se yemfa yem biggest gold concessions near Fema Brofo. Wabrekwa, yebetimi abomodi ahwehwem, atai yenyanye ebibifuo ni biachi. No matimi di juma na itimi aboa. For all this while, faso die ben. Ana yem gold, yem biggest gold concessions akese no, Ghana niye otese mi onya oso. The average Ghanaian and faso we no nya bi oso. So His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, any NDC aben kwanya wo ma faso na womo hwe se Ghana fo a womo gold yi omo de abi womo so betimi aye adwuma na aboa na oman yefa ne ntama pa di efra and the NDC aban yi I think say womo here applause pa and ye hye omo nkran say womo hunu Ghana ni bia wo aye equipment no owo sika no oye well to do a obetimi handle any of our mining concessions ya nyene efema no ati say Takwa mines a go fields for us wo ye hwe nim say womo ye contract ne ba wie ye pe ma aban fam omo bio dabi ye wo Ghana fo a womo betimi aye sa adwuma no say ebi nya ready kura no a moje sa adwuma de no ade ka Dr. Ibrahim Mahama ho a oman ne bekoso aye ye mo na mo de ye mpese ye bete eno de ye din ne etachiri and ye hwe say God feels say what Takwa mines say one more time so a ye de kan ya adwea kira ban ye mpase ye behu go office for bio one more form niam na mo nko South Africa one more nko kira mo krom we are fixing our country eti go fields for nyame ya dom boko na mo contract ne so aban may renew sa contract no Dr. Ibrahim Mahama oho Honorable Kwabenedufo mo amahunu so betimi aye adwuma no oho give it to them na womu entimi enye sika na ntina krom ha na mmoa mabunu no dodo na nya adwuma nye enkro ya ye tutu gold wo hoi womu ntimi nsiesie ho na ho nya fe daman eba benya airport daman and it is because Dr. Ibrahim Mahama handled daman mines for how many years near the damayama abrofo and then for so no my Ghana nya free percentage is saying na no mutu gold na womu de more my Ghana compared to today. This is the second time Honorable Kwabenedufo and Akoka Dr. Ibrahim Mahama ho mama sabre de womu nyina no Ghana biggest gold concession site no womu ekoye djuma ho na timi abo my Ghana no afa ne tema pa bi efra yen kwankwa ye djuma efo bi a na womu ye djuma obogo so Christian mines nsem bi a omaka e de afa the new development ya aban ho yen kwa yemra
manya butoyem na empanyifo sei ane twase de adwuma no na wo hwan komo ekoso ewo ehia bia no hono mu a wo behu se ye modi ayewo mu a ebeti adwuma no etin camps enso be wi ase no se the basic social amenities are eye runihia no o manje na enyo nwanwa se ne mate se wo hwan patam ho nyina sebi eye common center ye di agoro hono mu ni nti enye eye owura Kwabenedufo and the heat gold fields. And then you can say for the coming 5 years, you invested $20 million. I'm in Group 1 and 9-1. Not to say, Oma Fredans Aboka. Also, I'm sure I say 2 gold around the area. 124 years. Baminia, what for Kronum? You think so? Crowe cry yet 2 gold 124 years. A crime bassa. You are also preserved. Hit gold fields or a community fund meeting. Actually, I said, so the addition gun and inside. Look, when I said they inherited an entirety in Comatus. So Bronica said, "Be a Comatus." Naturally, I said it was dead on arrival. Abra hit gold fields, they take you over. There were severance fees at the NTI. Hit gold fields take you over. There were statutory payments. He said, "Senators, America's an NTI." Hit gold fields take over. There were arrears of salaries. It just NTI. Can you imagine what the back on share you say? Minoka say $22 million have been expended, and then Omun will be a severance fee, and then Omun will be a salary cap, and then Omun will be a statutory payment. And it's because by again and Abra, yet Ghana would take an away, company away, investment will be a I've just been careful, but no cry. When was the last time who said, "Yeah, you met the mining program here"? When who said owner of the company it will be? But because we're going to need and then they will come ready for the last time it was Damai and Ibrahim Muhammad was there. So the point is clear. He said, so many years I had 2 scar call, I was a season so a man for Yasun Fason, and then almost court complexes, and then almost nursing training schools, and now Babasi Astro Taps, and no more $20 million is expended across 5 years for 4 communities.
Mania Ajane said, Mamidi Kankasa will say. I remember saying, almost beer or Boissy good case. Nicia de Romobians 2008. Almost Cassana Metesena and Penipori Picasse. You to go to for 20 years. Ghana and 2 billion. And I was shocked because that 2 billion Osha Alibaba and an online marketer. On Black Wednesday. What to be fetch $136 billion. Here to be too good for 20 years, then you're $2 billion. And then you're debating to be a city or Boissy. Jamaican watch us here. You're too good, but you tell good development. But and then the buyer, we share the cooperation agreement that the Heat Goldfish Limited for any Omani Abina Yanua, a woman, a Mua Reshamu, the Ayame Dessert, or Matimia Sadim. You see, and you depend on the TV to Oboshaso, but Nippon is feeling the banner there. Send a building on so who depend on Lydia Denoa, and Mao Ahotosobi, and Mao Hope to be said, and you're winning conquer to say, other gold, very say, communities now almost upon because Dr. Quadrado for the Yenina, the first time I obey a finance minister, and yet to me, achieve the first thing they get inflation. Papa will do who you send who at tomorrow this country. And I will shock one okay, documents that you will be away email Mohammed Sandiana. Already, and Sikakwa no more pay for 1 year. And Dr. Kabda for 8-year term and I've 5 years. But it was hard to myself because there should be a capitation, a capital users of money there. And someone said to me, Sana, I buy a hill, Sikasabia, who said, Sasikawe, Kutawe, okay, you better with the mice, no, Asha one sa. And young man 1 year, but 5 years of crowd is ready. You get me? 5 years is ready. So, Uba, Usha Noma, Elcoso, machine say, Juba, Ahokeka, Juba, Fordwom, the Paduma farm, and I'm happy that Dr. Kabdado Fona Sadi will say, Ababadanis, Abasanisa.
Enti nsajofobia woman so wo mu di akire wo bra na sajmedi ekoso no na bi ekire mo adwene wo mani di age se sabre de Ghana fo nso eye bi wo mo etuom gold na wo man na timi anya so emfa so I think it's a step in the right direction. Yeah, him going forward no big gold concession sites wo man Ghana ha bia ye be hunu say Ghana ni bi betimi aye no ye fema no let's do our own mining. Yem building yem crop for so up. Yem so munkuteska na mwa wo man Ghana. No mining timi into the pon. Na bia ne ade akosha abrafo nsa wo mo betena so di ne mo pa bia wo mo ya no meja ho no moko. I think it's about time o mining yanka se betimi afa ye ntema pa bi de fra ne yakoso epiapia Ghana for mo medi sa ne me yanim na bibia timi atoto na kwa mu kama busa yenko minority for no ho another ya press conference akoso efa dano fiada ye masebejemfo pass the anti-LGBTQ+ bill no ye hwe nim say excellency the president John Dramani Mahama de nsabesha se na abeye mbra se kromu a bema ni oba da eye chiwade oba ni oba da eye chiwade se bema ye ne ho te se oba eye chiwade oba ye ne ho te se bema eye chiwade me no de ka say minority no say amendment bi akoso a wo mani ntimenye na wohwa yayi ensantrofo afim yayi lawyers for afim yayi medical workers afim say bia wo bi ya accusing so ye gay or ye lesbian na ebia me centroni mabana me ka ho asem na me kasafa ho a media samra no eli encheme se eye obi o ye gay and or ye lesbian eco hospital na se doctor ni so obehwe no a eno nkyere se doctor ni promote LGBTQ+ ana se onya samsona lawyer ni so obeboa no a eno so nkyere se lawyer ni no promote LGBTQ sa amendment yi na akoso a the minority ni say wo mo de enya de sino masom kra so the member of parliament for Asin South Reverend Ntim Fojo and the press yenim edi sense me tuga yen hwe nim rebe beto adwene ni so.
We should not be allowed to just go like that. We want the old bill to come. We want the old bill to come. The old bill is what has the deterrence, the teeth to bite. If you want to say Adia Akufo-Addo went to me and Mahama Baya Wabeya, what that means is that the bill that was passed in 2024, President Mahama, you sign it in the shape and form as it was. The shape and form as it was passed. And the back say Adia Akufo-Addo went to me Mahama Baya Wabeya. But not when the bill is given to you. Now we'll say what the bill no, the woman no, a idea, one now was a bill no, a demo, the bien was a one farmer on one side, moon 20 hours, one to mamma, maybe the bar. Let's sign in the same way. Sign the bill, maybe the bar, let's sign the same bill. Oh, promise a software, oh, promise imam for, oh, promise him for, oh, promise be a no control, baby. I say, what the old bar, the beer and touch my bill, the whole sign, oh, by house, Debbie. Say, you 2 more and 3 more, near and fast as SMC, me, ama 1 year. Obia ni mwom mo ani sifo ya Sam George mo nyina mo kan mo ani sifo ya mabo mo achi openly say wo mo NSC LGBT achi na nkofo bia mpo ni wo mo ahi sabe ewo LGBT ayi mo say safo na chechire no na wo mo aye mpo de ye mo 3 years jail ana say achi so 5 years jail town ukochi obi post wo ya ono na oye no say a man only 3 years ana say a man 5 years na mo no nipa na ono chechire pomp sikagum organizing meetings and manko for this salon don't kwa brochire ebe mo no me mo lubricant bohu de road they call radio so TikTok ni ade and man ya kono no ye mo 10 years no ye sign na mo ba ya wa be cancel safo na wo mo na hyehyɛ kyire no ye yi wo mo nsin kyɛ ne ye mo ho ban na ze man na wo sɛ ye no wan sa ma Ghana fo me man na wo sɛ ye no wa sa ma UN fo wa sa ma 1 year one man on here one development partners and you donors now won bring sika no donors now woji sika free wo mo no wo na wo sama wo ana wusuro wo
nti Asin South member of parliament Reverend Ntim Fojo ana ho so kasa no se dabi wo mo dom kuma de anya de o mo gi atum se ka o mo ko ade a anka old bill no mo pass in 2024 no na sa old bill no ko mo famra na excellency the president John Dramani Mahama one fan and sansas here and no mbeji atum na sabre ya ye legal practitioners media personnel ye doctors ye medical health attendants womo free mu say bill nyade a ebetechire womo no na eno no womo pe e de akire say nti omo minority omo ntiase Yanko 2024 the then majority leader now your friend say minority leader Honorable Alexander Osahina Afenyo Markin 2024 wobra mrasebejemufo womo epase ye na anka womo de kwakoma the former president of the republic na Dankwa Akufo-Addo se onfa ne nsanse sa bill na se de beye na wobi biara be ma one be ma hia oba one be oba hia no womo betime de taboa to omo so atwe omo so wo bra omo di sa adwuma no the minority leader the now minority leader ekotena ase ekasa de fa ho amendment ya NDC government aye na woma pass bill no wokokasa fa ho say enema bi wo bill no mu ase o man dane dan na siesie no a enye sa amendment na no ma ye 2024 Honorable Alexander Afenyomake ni nsem oka edefa LGBT anti-LGBT bill no a wo de koma na dankwa kufado ye ntie ni mra ne nto adwumadi no so
Ghana yenjin tum de beyin na beyin wonwa yenjin tum de besia na besia wonwa yenjin tum so da aben ya ye wodu MPP aben na MPP party injin tum de besia nwa besia there is no way a MPP na MPP aben beja tum de besia na besia wonwa nambom za yer kanye de impempre de obi akahye de mi isunum na ye pede ya sesani su ana asome yesido damazi ya jintum na bom onka de fiasese ya hwede ye. That is all, chairman. Zamrikin ekoyen a quarter in bra what's the look why encourage judges in there so be a bon bia them jail because it concern woman them a kodwo besia kodwo beyin nsamsemi okodo wo hompo mo inti saying nipa no koto fiaza you worsen the situation inti bia nche ye introduce bibi wo fan community centers community service ye some counseling system bia oba allow manyimpa no e bia tebia bi owo mu no obotum na wa reform to reintegrate into society. Che, as a parent, as a husband, as a dad, for all I've seen in life, you can't force a human being to change from a particular isubi. For all that I have seen in life, I mean, use Abe with you because Abe on one. Never got to them and me 18-year-old girl yet in come maybe a big feed or major and a mampona because they a cock crying is in come. No only a class be woman on you or to us and sana why you are pesamo.
Honorable Alexander Afenyomake, minority leader in 2024, wabra na MPP breso na dankwa kufado yo mampeni wamo pass bill no na wamre koma na Andrew ni hono mokra na Crawford jidi ko to Supreme Court no sensemi ana na MPP for do na eka se ensesan bi wo ho a amendment bi wo ho wo se enkom e wo bill num the same amendment ensesan na MPP for no eka in 2024 say was say ba anti-LGBTQ+ bill num say beye na ebeboa wo mani so ade hunu esi o mani so mo be bresa ye ni yeyi ase e wo kromu anum the same amendment na akoso sesi amene wo de ka say NDC breso wo ma pass ya ekona o mampani John Dramani Mahama de sasase so the same minority the same MPP for ana opposite to it say afekra de one more amendment you am mpebio name 2024 de na o pass the command and that kwakufa no eno ana one more hwe nim say President John Dramani Mahama obesan ene yebre ni ntino minority men kan wo hwe nyame yadmo wo chena sensem egu so to aso da bia me ka kire mo se mo Ghana fo nyina behunu mo se de maya mambofo amaye se bibi bia bebo o man ne de mo be ko de tia the same amendment you were calling for in 2024 and ne the same MPP for said there be one mpe na the old bill na no one more pass o mo de come na dan kwaku fo adwa wan nyimpa anhwe de wo mu no eno na President John Dramani Mahama empase abuse enko victory garlic Mr. Hofo emra wo mu nuru mo wo kwan ye fa so asayare ye hwe omo na ye be beto adwumedi so
enua victory garlic Mr. na wati ni dinatiatia tin se na edro ni tie na no pasem ne se edro wi adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa ananna ne srade e wo ni padua ni mumtin mu ama ohu atọ kura de dika obabi wo ho a okomfikyire a ema edro a wuhia ye victory garlic mixture ebi kura ho obekọ a ewie wo ansa na ba ye victory e na wunya victory no ma na busumi biara ubenya ofikyire akwa empa ho kura eno de akira obi wo ho a ne ti ne ta adwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abre na nakoma bɔ no pɛrepɛre ne nyinaa yɛ mogya a ɛntimi mfa akoma no mu nkɔ adwene mu ɛno na ɛkɔfa saa de ne ba ɔdɔfoɔ mesrɛ wo sɛ ɔwɔ hɔ na wo nsɛm taa dwew ebi a wo nsa no sei anaa wo nam wura mu na esi fam no koraa ɛwew anaa ayɛ tofo sɛdeɛ yɛde fam ato wo mpaboa mu a ɛyɛ victory ɛna meka mfa ma wo wonum victory a saa noma a yɛbobɔ so nyinaa no ɛbɛgyae deɛ ɔtɔ hɔ anadwo a wontimi na wohia victory mframa nyankopɔn de ama yɛn sɛ yɛnhome wo deɛ wohome a na wotee so wobrɛ a ɛyɛ victory ɛna ɛbɛtumi aboa wo yɛwɔ obi wɔ so a wɔwɔ hɔ a na nneɛma hye no a obiara na ne ka obiara nyɛ no hwee obi wɔ so a nakoma bɔ no pɛrepɛrepɛre ne nyinaa mogya ne ntumi nni afiri sɛ ne yɛ wɔ nipadua no ɛduru awunya yɛ victory garlic mixture deɛ watwa bra yɛ a bi a yɛ anaasɛ nkokɔdua ne nam no ho no woyɛ ne basabasabasa ɛyɛ victory ɛna mekamfo wonya victory bi no mu a ɛbɛboa wo sɛ doctor de wato aduro so sɛne a wobɛtumi anom victory no aka waduro wo nyinaa ne sɛ waduro no na abɛnom a meeti aduasa na wanom wei so na abɛnom a na wanom victory no so akyi meeti aduasa woyɛ ne sɛ biribiara bɛyɛ kama ama wo sɛ wo naase taataa woyɛ agya ho adwuma a mesrɛ wo aduru a mekamfo ama wo ayɛ victory garlic mixture mesrɛ wo nnipa no bi adanse a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛfa wɔ ma adanse na tie na sɛ wo so kɔtɔ a wobɛnya saa adanse korɔ no a
ntwe mempɛ dwan mentumi ne di meyare so mene ɛkɔbɛyɛ 12 years ni manom nduro mogyaduro 5 million de trim matoto ana sɛ na mete tv ho ntumi na mehwɛ no mu sɛ ɔmotona duro bi ɛsi victory herba victory garlic mixture na memtɔ duro saa ba moduro no asa moduro no ɛyɛ papapapapapa ntumi ne di o mede nsa nom ne didi afei menom sɛ didi ya na afei nsa na afei menom ntumi ne di bio afei mede ma adurubɔne saa bibi sɛm yi ɛno so menom ntumi didi ɛno so mebaa mu sa afei deɛ ɛno so bɛdu bi menom ntumi ne di bio afei mehu deɛ menya me wɔn mete aduro no nka wɔ tv so a na mekɔtɔ bi no menom aduro no anɔpa ne awia ne anwummerɛ no ande no mu sɛ afei meampara menom adibibia ntumi didi mu sɛ afei na tɔrɔta mekɔ yɛ black masa moduro no deɛ eduro ne yɛ na nyame nhyira mo
agye me paa me problem yɛ menstrual pains nda ne kakra me so ti me nya me menses no bosom ni ma me brɛ paa me brankasa me timi to nduro no na ne se mante se yesi yɛ bibiduro ha na makɔtɔ baabi a me wɔ me timi fa ka ɛkɔ obi kuro so ɛkɔtɔ bibiduro me timi noa bi kyɛ na victory ni in fact I don't know minim die wo mu die me koto bi me tie advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwumre na me koto ye na dana me say ade yi to me paadi mu no moja tropa yi to me paadi mu ti me twa to me phone no so kura say ha adwene a enka me de betum aka ho na ma hwe te say so one way you call because na bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi te say efi sada na yi sa moja troa no to me paadi mu no me nya mezes no maduro e ma me hu sa emoja se bi like say kwoti te say ni nyina flow kama to victory tie mintimi enja ento ho te to de bia na mo ba abasha mo me so abasha na eduro ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de bone e na aba me nipadua ma begye atenase waduro ye victory garlic mixture se wunya victory ne no ma cholesterol ne se ne ne density bia no victory be yi ni nyina afiru nipadua no odofo wo pedua to anama ne 024 25 45 633 024 25 45 633 and 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mkunimdie ne ade bremu
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Abusiame Simon Wakwaba build about TVXYZ and a power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi Suni ya di Jumedi is somo na and sama ho do etwagu o man Ghana mo de disefata se unso wo se woti ase no kopem sa 6 pm bebo mo de na kan ho ko Facebook wa ho at power 979 FM TVXYZ dem mo ko piem o YouTube ya XYZ broadcasting na afi wabo mode agebre ahwe dwumadie bi adwenkyire bi ebeba o tirim a wo hwe dwumadie fato ase wo mere pem no ye begebre ne akenkan ede ama midin ede N.K Obrempong Nyankopon enhyira wo a mempene da ye to dwumadie no so ede ama wa ha na meka wo se X natural mineral water eye nsukroji ya nnuane no ayemuma abribia se wo ba wo yere wabusue nyina mo pese mo no musu aka na se ne nso say nsuo ba kopa me kan for the ama oye X natural mineral water if say nnuane no bia e wo say nsuo nya na wono me betimi abo wo nipadua no ebi ewo mo be ye ye be wedding be party conference jumedie bi anipa hodo eba no kan na hye ne nso say wo the X natural mineral water na be service say be ye na wo bi apom din ahotoso wo nsuo ho no ne nsa ebetimi aka ubenya nsuo bi ato ewo Melcom ana minimat bi ebe wo na emom sa fe na wo tinka boy da di kan na bia wo pe bi etu e de agu shop na nso aton a fe number si amede tu dwan wo mo be ma obi na nso atu aton na waje ho fa so de agu botom 0596273546 0596273546 and I say 0596273547 0596273547 X natural mineral water simply natural. Ya told you so Eddie ama wa ha dia na bushia mede wo kɔ Semens Vital Herbal Mixture for aso ye bushia edroi yarewa hodo a esa kwan ya efa so aboa na Ghana for etimi anya apomuden abo mo bra no eda so nkokora bomode na tie bi na se wodi emu akopa bi ebebo oye pa obapa kwa ba
Obrempong
na umpom te
Erade adom crying so samre eti ase ya ya beto ho asundwe mu ya air condition anu ya din ya otimi kasa na fifiri we ye de erade ase ya ho nyame adom ye ho
ya kwa na so Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ni jumedi a edi kwan ye fa so asa yare wa hodo Ghana for ekrado mutie yanko
me da se bebe abusiafo me wa mo adwo na mo akwa ba yesi busumi fufuro mu na watwe so fufuro mu happy new month yes erade sa na watwe fufuro yesi mu yi ebe so nkokra ma me ne umienu nyina na wode ahyase no de beko wie awieye papa na yeso ye didi aye no media da bia nso ya de beba no nti ete ye o bible mu kra se ye ni aduaba ne mfa haban nsa ya de sa haban na formula 1 doctor James Samoa ene na pamfo twa ne ho ahia akeka bomo e de edro so nkwa bedwa so ye frɛ no Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene ne capsules edro mienu a ye kabomu no mu edi dwuma so na enya asem ketwa Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ne capsules edro maka cho de bia say is formulated specially ema ye nerves ema ye yentini ema ye nompe ema ye aposo eni Ghana ha de wote ha na ma especially samre ya enso ahyase toto ne wi ma ahyase ye nwunu no eni ema bebe na na ha nkrofo ahututu aka toto na ahyedem obi ho nso bu ne na anu a ene ne 3 days chese ompie obehye dem sa eno ena ye de edro Semens
cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules from Kodia Bro say emra me isa how nyina emfa free ho emfa ma wo edre na me say yentine NFs modwumenti no boa niema bebre because any peduane is full of your nerves no yentine na adoso na ya pose de normal ye nyini so na we intense so kan krofo ukotodwe ho na ye guguru kakra ba ya we ni pedua mu dia cement vital herbal mixture and the capsules that we free honoma enye ye yawde bia wote woni pedua ne mu say yesisie na yawo say okwanchi na yawo say ye wachiri kasa na yawo say wanya accident bi and honam ba bi yawo say wachiri bremu wanya typhoid enteric fever bi and asoso okwanchi and wachi bremu and wanya osampo na osayi abam wodo sa so wachisi na yawo ho ana afroko so kaka na asena ba fam kakra cement vital herbal mixture and the capsules ebedi wakagina mu Isaiah woni nyina e de afri honom e de amawo ya na mekaka sesa wo ye be ma de a ye ka cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules a eni kwan se opupu ti kra e wo se ntamala wonya bi enyi kwan se obenya yade bi kra woni padua ni mu ansampo e na wa pese edro yi bi san se edro yi e boa mema wonim se mienim se mu de enti ndo so mu ni paduam enye adwembo ne kwan se ne mu mema de wo ye be ma de wo se ha eni nti enam san ntini nti na wo se de bi enti ni mu yi na mo jetimi de afusa ne eni me edi pa woni pedua no mu no ema bema pa wo se moje de afusa ne minim se nipa ni nyina ba mema tituru e wo se moja na etimi koba sanse bema de otiase a na otiase ha what is me pa chana aha eni nti munya semensi we be yi wuntini mu ama moje die fusane baby e wose moja ko bi etimi akoyie ama ho etimi asane woyie e bia me na okase wo fefe nro bi aha bia wo da diabetes edroso wo da hypertension edroso enam se nro na ofufa ni nti e ho side effect e woni pedua ne so no ene se bia wo mema sembe kofem cement vital herbal mixture ene ne capsules e be boa wo e yisa wo hawo ni nyina e de afri honom e de amount eno echi so premature ejaculation cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules ebedi wakagina mu uyo oba nso ayenyi mu oba uhia se libido because menstrual and fan she mema no nko ame pa cement vital herbal mixture ene ne capsules bebo oba eno echi so ama umma ye mu ayeyie se ubu nsa hawe wo ho wodi a eba na ejai ekọ na ejina ho etimi kọ commercial bakery na asa babiem wodi eba woti ye wano eden obi de ne de ne so ba moja ne tunu bro so cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules ebe bo papa enam say yeti o power nti ma me fa number no ntodwa wa wuti radio me sofa number na freyen na ye na wotwetwe nkomo edro ne nekra me de bia ba na ma cho se na esitie na emom no fra number na freyen esanse se na esitie bia se ohu edro ya e wo se wo freyen e depend on condition ni kwan be fa so a wo be fa no betimi aboa wo aha enenti no edro no ukoto anu ahwe ne ye ma ye mfa 4 6 na 9 still na wo ho no ya cho so cement se na etie no ha capsules ni ne se na etie ukona ye nsili sei e ma ye mfa mo ho se cement a enye no a sa so pepepe na syrup no so esitie utobia ne kap kakrakasi so aye be che kwan ya obefa so abenom sei na tie enkrofo mu hia ma bonte musa me ne picture no sei na cement vital herbal mixture na de ba esitie wa hunu sei na esitie sa so pa na capsules no so sei na de ba so sitie nti ukodwa so na akotobia hwe na ya mfa foforo bia ma eye we ya ne ewo mu no ya twerɛ ho kwan ya obefa so abenom na emom no sa uto aya afreyen your home remedies are what also at the back of amount. Na intro kwanya befa so obenom no based on condition abeka try na no etimi aboa mo etimi why esa na etimi content empa. Your numbers no for the sake of more radio so your numbers in 0244 718557 0244 718557 and 0500 888890 0500 888890 and 0241 604702 0241 604702 and 0500 888830 0500 888830 number see 4 in now frey ya wonsa beka ya mo tie ye mo hwe ya wamanone wo WhatsApp ya wonsa beka bebia wo bia wo frey edre wonsa beka bi cement vital herbal mixture and in the capsules no na saying nhwemu abedadia me hu say dodo na na ye neb de bia ye brain cells ewu enam on drinks ahodo aye nom any kwan say ye nom wo hu no anopa tutu instance obenye aduane papa bia de na opepa no ape menya Ghana kra minim say de energy drink bopa no so di na anopa tutu high adwen and into ho na unya science bi bo hu say ho na ba bia wo so kakra wo ho ati say wo no pese chia kakra wo ho na say wo fa eje kakra wo ho wo nante kakra say wo toa na wabre wonante kakra na wakoma bon tenteme pacho bon ka yese mo gentimi ne afu sane afa wo nerves na wo say ye adwuma emani pade ne ye adwuma no ho atochema edura betimi a revival etimi aboa wo amo agina wo na so ye cement vital hema measure ene ne capsules eno pen na meka mfo ama wo ene medical catch us say wo yade bia wo ho a wo frɛ be sure kwan be fa so be fa no na timi dia ho meka so nko dia brɛ emenya nsa ne nkoda ne stroke ma stroke ene emeba ne mranti obonya stroke bebre ye de asha bonsamfo sa nenso ye lifestyle the way didie the way live your life kwan fa so ye niema no contribute na no ntini akofa do we aba say toxins bi e woni pedua ni mu a enam sa ye so ema o hawa hodo ne be ni pedua no cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules be cleanse wo system no mu amonya meka stronko na watimi e de aye wadwuma wo a wo pe energy ahoden na asra wo de akọ adwuma kwan so no mesrew enkopa awe awe ni ko dey cement vital herbal mixture ene ne capsules be du akagile mu ebe ma ahoden anopa be sori na wugina wona aso kikirim na wo sori ko adwuma kwan so enti adwumadi bia wo ye bia no na activities bia wo nim sa de cha wo be ye bia no me pa cho kai hu ne se so pa edu ebe ma ahoden na be mo energy enkoto hwe no cement vital herbal mixture ene ne capsules eno tina de bia meka hwe wo se eye ntwen nyade ansa na opedru ye hwa kwan ebebo papa na siesie ni pedua no se bia na wo de na ye pulse hemorrhoid koko ena abe ni pedua ni so ye oba na wo ye bema ena no ma bibi fem no ka hwe me say asema ya meka koko de ye ono a o eba o ntimi ntena se o ntimi ntena se na eba na ekon Ghana for de hwen aye de papa Yehu signs and symptoms when pedium nam say ba na kwentino ye mfa ni serious ye be ho ana akwaya asem from Israel wo hu so wo kokora cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules ni bi na nonom na moa wo enyi koko ni mfi ho kora nsa na kwada ne asem from me pa cho papa and now what me nkai what ya unto dan ne to anamo ne kopa bito cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules yi esiesie ye funu mu kora ka ho se wo yam 32 ya wo ya ebe sutu yam enema bebre ne dro we timi ya eya na ekonya yenya time there is no time say ye betina fidie so na ya che ni nyinamu eno nti na ye ka che say there how bia no eya fa number no screen so wa wo tie radio so mi wi amesa abobo biem fa na fra yen na ye ne twetwe ho nkomo na fa ho me camera na wo so ye fra biem ana ye betina sese ya wonya dance ni bia di sansa dance we adru we hu no eye bebre na sa me so no na me ka che say ye wo no ahodo bebre na enam kwan so eba de eye malamis enche bia afi so prekesa ye de galika kabo ma ye doso nko a enam sa ye so ama formula 1 doctor ya bona baso pa se wa ye doctor pa wetimi di sa enema mienu akabo mu ede aba eboa beboa asa ya de ahodo no enam kwan so ba enche bia ba bedru eba nso ebe mo hunu na musu metimi ato bia no na eno so echi no cement for yen cement vital herbal mixture ne capsules ye ni clinic and ye ni hospital there be the eye say ye nro no ne de bedwa so ne aba beton enche Spencer Company Limited yakofa hospital chenchenche pa de abagana ne dru hon ma be mo waswatin se se idea ukoto aduro ni bia na wato bia nom ya numbers ne 0244 718557 0244 718557 ana 0500 888890 0500 888890 0241 604 702 0241 604 702 Asampetia wapomuden so eye wahonya ene ti kope cement vital herbal mixture ene ne capsules ibito na also for dance ebra medam wase
okay ti cement vital herbal mixture ana wate nka no se yare a wabobo so yudi o ma bo modern sound sabe kedro ni be betimi abo obisia aha TV XYZ at Power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi sunie ukọ Facebook wa ho at Power 979 FM TV XYZ YouTube XYZ broadcasting ye beda ne ye ho aba nya akoba pe jumedi aka ne nyina ye de to so atwen ye ba sia
Now, let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumunim.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also ya reya titi bi ben fie pi nanso ne yam nyono da. Se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what also tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture yanum bom kotia also no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Also dro de eno ne Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture.
Akom ni nkyeremu.
Also ye kura eto yefunu ene ensunu mu. Etumi a wo yefunu ekeka wa. Wo gire ho a enye. Also etumi e ma wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how eye also there compare Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 020-3822-855 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
also tamfo edie age adwadie nkrato yi atom.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai cry mabre, me bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account. And it does our hot savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034-2291-896. Now one so to miaka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Obrebo eye edwumada. Eboa eyam eduane. Eboa eyi nsa free ni peduanim. Na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yie. Nanso, wonim se niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye edwumaden sen pote.
Me hu da. Me brebo ye edwuma pa.
ebia sɛ mentumi yɛ biribi boa me brɛbɔ
Annie, and no internet what the lift here from the Moses Clinic near Herbal Center about Herbal Food Supplementer. What sits in Pan the Barberbo, ama a year Jumayi.
na ɛyɛ ne yɛ adwuma
Fatopa Yenu, and no Pani and na a Boama Berbo ye Jumayi, Sunny a Baya, a bit me and yam a Jania Woody, and Sissy in Pedranimo, a you moving singing.
ɛno na me brɛbɔ kia paa
Wobɛnya Live Kid wɔ pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets a ɛbɛn hɔ. Sɛ wopɛ dodoɔ so atu a, frɛ 0244 06 8447. Live Kid, boa wo brɛboɔ, boa wo nipadua. Ɛduro yi ɛnyɛ ma apemfo, ɛma a ɛma ɔmoma nofoɔ, ne mmɔfra a wɔnya mfeɛ dumien. FDA agye dwadie nkratoɔ yi atum.
Abusia me Simon Wakwaba build about TVXYZ and a power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi Suni yɛde nsɛm ahodo etwagu wɔ man Ghana mu ha deɛ sɛ ne fata ane yɛde ba wakwam na yɛde aba bɛsomo ma menka wo sɛ mini deɛ N.K Obrempong the grassroots president ukwap Mike Ania Jumedi mi na midi ho chiame ɛde ama wo Nyankopɔn ɛnhyira wa mempene da yɛto Jumedi no so anameka wo sɛ Medi Moses ɛde Live Kid aba ɛduro yi ɛyɛ 100% herbal supplement and adwuma dia edie no ne sɛ ɛbɛbɔ oliver ho ban to da bia meka yedu fia banko na ɛwɔ hɔ ɛyɛ ɛmo na ɛwɔ hɔ aduane bia ɛwɔ hɔ no sɛ wudi a ɛwɔ sɛ wogye brɛ na aduane we etimi digest wɔ yam na etimi yam but yɛnyɛ ne saa because yɛabrɛ tedidi ya ne yakoda ɛba ne saa pɛ yɛhyɛ liver no ma ne yɛ adwuma mmoroso wɔ brɛ a wɔyam sɛ anuane na kipi papa no wɔ mu na afei deɛ wabɔnten deɛ ɛnyɛ no so no wayi de aba bɔnten na afei wo liver no na hoɔden ahyɛ ase ɛba fam ɛno nti ana Medi Moses ɛde Live Kid yaba sɛ mmra na ahoɔden bia o liver no bɛhwere abere bia no entimi ɛmfa saa ahoɔden no ɛma o back enti wokɔ pharmacy shop any herbal shop bia won sabe timi aka Medi Moses for ɛyɛ Live Kid ɔmo de aba yi bi na wato bi sɛ bɛyɛ na bɛkɔ so anonom na o liver no abere bia ahoɔden ɛsɛ ne fata no ne nsa timi aka bɔmɔden na frɛ Medi Moses for ɛwɔ number we so bia na wo nso wo pɛ bi atu ɛde agu pharmacy shop anase o herbal shop mo on bejo so na wo mama Live Kid ya o mo de aba ebi atu 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 now set me aka Medi Moses for Live Kid a wo mo de aba adwama so na bibi biara so akoye di amount ewo o Live Kid ho very well okay e be say to dwumadi no so di amount be ye bosomi ne akire nie ewo dwumadi yi so a me American akadida say wokɔ nkrampatam hɔ a bia bi a ɛfrɛ hɔ amrahia ano a me yɛ sentroni baako a saa bia no mani di ɛhɔ nsɛm a ɛkɔ so akyire yie pa wɔhene a ɔhɔ ɛyɛ ni asɔnkodwo the third wɔno ano san yɛ abusua no eti kɛseɛ ɛyɛ ni amo okromansa family a ɛno ɛwɔ amrahia na asase bi a Ghana ban compulsory acquisition kɔ so bɛyɛ 1970 1969 what there about I'm not too sure about the your friends say afeno but abai ekwa j wo masa say together with other communities wo ho so the dairy farm dwumadi ma dairy farm no edu ba bi ne ebegui 2021 and the former president on the vice Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ebo modern echo issue white paper edema the people of Amrahia and the communities what say dairy farm no aban say want to meet your compensation libio until or release 40% of the land at the amount the families are they got affected by the compulsory acquisition for the dairy farm a year production. Anna Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia the document e come awom enti ahemfo a they got affected no bi anya ne share ana womu nyina e hya ase ase womu nso womu eton womu nsase no e de aye development e womu area ho me betena kasafidie yi so e be ye video bi say owura bi a friend Clement Jato one Benseria Matiaka one Benseria Matiaka the former announcer special aide Edema Freddie Blade the former chairman Edema MPP and Clement Jato and so caretaker of government lands abusia me no be eka say betina be ka say wo mu din krofo wu amra hia wo mu kun krofo wu amra hia na wo mu ntemase e ensase a aban edema these various families no Clement Jato ene Ben Seriam akobubu wo bibiara wo property e wa amra hia edan yagu obi biara me betwe IGP wo ma petition IGP office IGP Christian Tete hu da bia me ka say me police for ana IGP for me de omani hu me ka omo ye adwuma IGP Christian Tete hu no wadwuma wo ye eso mani dodo nenso de ekoso e wa amrehia dairy farm no eye nipa e life ana eto nsane mu no me ne wo de ka sei wo sofo pani pa ana enne yenya no odwuma die so a san sem ya me beka ya me frɛ IGP de bem edu ba wi kura na me frɛ Mampani John Dramani mama say mesre no want to the nine fancy form on the enemy so kasa wotie na omun kwa mrehia dairy farm na omun kwa hwa ade a Clement Jato ene Benseria Matiaka eye wo ho ebe ya wo mun frɛ wo mun nyina mra na yenhia ana abusuafo ni nhia wom na ba bia no kreda na omun fento na nkrofo akoto sika ade agu dairy farm a wo mun so omun to masase nanso me ne o de kasa e bepem ne resource bi anim mamenko na afei me ne eye sofoi eni nkomo ono so he has been affected by the unlawful demolition a Clement Jato and Benseria Matiaka wo ma ye ewo amrehia dairy farm no senior servant Prophet Jomens eye Romila thank you waba kan yen sawa ha yentie na kosem de akoso ewo amrehia dairy farm senior akwaba
Merase.
Bibi aboko de.
Erade Shiraim pa.
Wakoto assassin bi ewo amrehia dairy farm.
Me pa chan.
How many plots?
6.
6 plots.
Aye.
What's you feel na
documented. One the afa na omoya demolition e bai.
What's you feel na wi?
Sorry dia.
Sorry dia.
Yes.
Tina sorry dia na musi wo so.
Aye.
Then na si wo ho.
Sincerely meda omo hwe nyina no. Meda omase meda nsori ma nyina nso ase Erade nhyira wo nyina ene watiefuo nso enokre 2024 na nyankopon atu yansamu a na ye pe baabi asom because ye sum baabi a ye sum sisia no baabi a ye sum sisia rented ya rented enti nyame adom asori no apeja kakra ye pe baabi na ye tumi asom
okay
enti emuna na ye shia asojafo bi nkomodi emuna na ye shia asojafo bi ena omo say ni ashon kojo the third ebetumi ama ya asase
okay
enti ye ben no na ye ben no picture kra ye call no ho no picture kra edano picture kra ni nti ye ko din komo ebisa se ne abusuanfo yi kan eye no kra na ogitumu se ye no kra asase de ewo ho nti ne ye pebia na obetumi de ama ye nti ye kekan ya ama enkomo koso ema ye nsaka asase no nti na ye shas ye se ye develop na ye develop no na estate developers bi by Jolly Homes ene yen ebekun wa asase no so se asase no eye ono ne dia nti ye ko ohene no ho ye san ko ohene no ho ko ka kire nse ne Jolly Home for kanie ohene ne ka kire yen se onfa asase ma obi a eye police case na eye adwuma so kra na police for be che nti ohene no ko ye ne statement a ko kire ye nie se onfa asase ma obi a statement o kire ye nie nti omuhu se ne ade no ekono ena omoye omadwen se omutwe omohu afiri asase no so but samba ko a omo ka kire sojafo ne se they will do everything possible within their power in this country to take the land from us. I thought they were joking, not knowing it was a threat that I should have reported. Enti yetwa at the end of the day, on the 18th of March, ena ne ohwe you know so ohwe asase no so frame say excavators aba asase no so a omudwiri asase no egu a womudwiri nyoma e wo so egu ntintentem ano me fa car ekọ ho na me fa car kọ ho no me hu say na omudwiri wall into me ben wall mo into they came with the intention of breaking walls so that who are interested then you come out who are interested then you come out into me koy any omukodi nkomo eno omuka asa sadia ma ba be hu omu nko ade they are going to sell it enti ma ba be hu omu nko ade omu beye no yatena se na omu aton amaye eye mitimu na kakra because yedi kan ya to ade na oba be ka kire me se o san ba be ton ama me no di mitimu nam kakra enti me koye abra omu pon ya omu ko enumre na omu ko no excavator no ko no ena me baba akon na ogina ho na onim se na wo mo wo ho no nim se me ba no ho ono na na ohwe eho no so ena estate fo no e ka kire omu use excavator no se asori ho na mufura mo ba no eyeye de asofo aba abeje ntebe ya nkonu na japade de mundwiri ni nyina ngu fom. They were not demolishing buildings at that very moment, but sa instruction na ekoye no ema omu returning to the site the following day, and they went and demolished buildings that was asinisu nyina demolish be free so we share video na was
in a court demolition order. Court
demolition order be anywhere omo de kire near eba ye ni on the 12th of March and omo de letter we be bobo japade ahodo so ewo area ho omo amfa mbo ye de so nti man fi
okay
letter we no omo de free global delivery for edi free
global delivery for no me hwan
Ben Sayam any your friend is saying
Clement Jato
Beche
okay
and afe David omuna according to omuno the three directors of the three directors of global delivery for and according to Weno is inside they say Solomon Odamte family and according to this very notice, Solomon Odamte family has given them power of attorney to claim the land for them.
Now, and no patch say one year Solomon
Odamte sana no moka.
Okay.
Initially, the way I'm going to buy, and then there was so that if you have a land over there, come and regularize with them.
Okay.
Into Amudi buy on the 12th. And on the 12th, they gave 21 days notice. The general public should take note of this. They gave 21 days notice for you to come so that whatever is there, then we talk about it. Omoni Obeka. Omo pasting on the 12th. On the 18th, 6 days later, then the demolition started. Meaning, however, that the 21 days did not even come before the demolition started. And as I'm talking to you right now, no senior Nyoma Akosono, minim say uncrofo ewo sadie we ya.
Mami share.
Look at it.
No, this hey.
Yes.
Where you
me hono no.
And you know what is we?
Me na me teso no. I'm the one.
It's
unfortunate. It's very unfortunate to say.
Building before structured net to say
was structures separate buildings 3 also ni nane story buildings.
Okay, mami be mami be video no.
Okay,
be video no mami. Na fe yen hwa de. Sansemi ye a de mi waka bia no N.K Obrempong make twato because until say empenifu ewo krom ha wo mo bebo modin atena se ahwe sa asemi ya ka no N.K Obrempong da bia IGP mebe odin eti wuli fa video no ma me sesi a bishop nete your friend say ehwo no ne dan a ya bubu no hwe enye structure ketwa ye bubu wono no teso no bishop na te wono ewa amrahia dairy farm makasa asem we wa ha abo ho dawuro akasa IGP momomoden na monko amrahia na Clement Jato ene Ben Sayam edi nkrofo ewu ho minya ikada wo mu di nkrofo ewu Bishop kan asem ni wie na afio de yenko
yes inti ombedwiri bibia egu ye ena me yes ohene ne warara me ana because I did due diligence to whatever we wanted to do.
Okay.
We nyoma bebre. Ehwe ye crampo making sure say ohene no or ye the rightful chiefa
yes.
or can okre say
yes.
wo ye ohene enokra no ye wo your friend is saying exactly ye won the document cry kire say ohene no the yes
we ni mana
I'm the buy I said
okay no nka ho wa ha
ye bibia kitab document bia e kire say papa no ono na woye ohene ewo ade no so asana ye so I went to Ben Sayram and sat down with him no can same thing say Solomon Damte fu asase a or jama omo enti no it's unfortunate to say omobu menioma enti se metumi aba betena se a 250,000 each plot se metumi eni omo negotiate ahwe ne yaka bibia betodin enti that was the first narrative of the story say Solomon Damte. So all this while we thought Solomon Damte is coming for something that he claimed is for him afi ni ashon kojo de omo court mi court ni bi
okay
mi court no they are now claiming that is no more for Solomon Damte.
Na why dia
it's a state land
eyaban sase
that is what is being said that
global delivery limited no eyaban company ana
meaning enti no mu ko ka say eyaban asase no mu ko ka say eyaban asase enti at the end of the day no Emami can say, I am not getting this thing very clear. Enti I petition a whole lot of offices.
Okay, and if
I petition regional crime office.
Okay, and I hear from you.
Me some petition Adenta.
Okay.
Adenta crime.
Okay.
And I me some petition national. Your friend is saying, please. Your friend is saying CID crime national.
Okay.
I petition all of them, and at the end of the day, you realize that these people keep saying one thing, that there is a system in Ghana they belong to, and the law cannot work on them.
Which people are you talking about?
Ben Sayram said it, and it's on record. So there was a time that IGP invited us. We went. That time, no name me of voter region. And me baby or how on a coy.
Okay.
Me buy me friend Ben Sayram said, what is happening? Let us sit down and talk. In Okasa, I say there's a system in Ghana they belong to, and law doesn't work on them. And the BN who bet me actually. Nomu pebiano ombe. Enti menene kasa no eno kasa wo hu me nkrofo no kra no oba meeting no kra no ko IGP hall ni office. Oko IGP hall ni office eni ni kodi nkomo na IGP ka kire ni say oh is it you Ben or say me I say oh this is nothing nti no kona oni omo nkotena ase na yebehu ni ebe. So I got to realize that there is nothing to do, and there is a saying in that community say police officials are interested in the place, and then Jubilee House, there are people over there interested in the place.
Baby o ma bebu budai
no. Yeah, dino. Any area.
Police
officials are interested in the place. Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly interested in the place.
Okay.
And people in the Jubilee House are also interested in the place. Allegedly.
What to say?
But to say a honsono or interest, and so this case will not go anywhere. So I got to realize that this is the reason why they were doing the demolition. I went to Adenta Miko Adenta Echo report here. The crime officer over there gave me men, about 8 men, well armed. We went on the land and we realized that there were men from the national headquarters in Mufti holding guns, supervising the demolition. So when the people in Adenta went there, they couldn't do arrest. I have their pictures. They couldn't do arrest. They returned. So it made me realize, however, that what Ben Seliram was saying was true. That there is a system in this country that the Constitution of Ghana doesn't work on them. That is what he told me. So I petitioned everywhere. Nothing is working. So I did everything possible to meet the IGP with my lawyers. We meet the IGP and we complained to the IGP. And the IGP said, okay, the following Monday, because these are the people they are mentioning, allegedly, that they are involved. The people they are mentioning allegedly that they are involved. So I tried to approach the IGP and I tried to approach the president. So when I went to the IGP...
Finally,
yes.
Then what is your next line of action? What petition said you work on IGP,
yes.
Crime, rate,
yes. Yes.
Then as I see, I wash say the amount.
See, I make us say, no. My lawyer for Abuama, yes, you and Crawford, we are making. Yes, you Jolly Holmes.
Okay.
And I yes, you Clement Jato.
Okay.
And I yes, you Global Delivery for. Police is involved, but as we speak right now, no peeps. Handle police into form one can suit, no. But I'm waiting to see what will transpire over there.
Okay.
And as I'm talking to you right now, no, my lawyers are handling the human right violation aspect. Yes, you are more Accra, human rights court in Accra. Aside that, no, I want justice to be served. Because these are people, illegal demolition, destroying things here and there. And no police in this country can arrest them. Nobody can arrest them. Nobody can arrest them. If you see the pictures, and then the videos, any screen also. If you see what is happening, if these people can be walking in this country up and down, saying that there is no law in this country that can work on them, there is no law, there is nobody that can arrest them, and sincerely, close to 2 months now, they have not been arrested, they have not been caught.
That is that statement, you know. So one more kind who knew recording so allegedly that is what Ben Seliram told you.
Allegedly, that is what he said. Said there is a system he belong. I have it on record. I have it on recording. He said that I have it on record that there is a system he belongs, and the system will not betray him. The system will not give him out in this country. Meaning, however, that we are not Ghanaians. I am not stealing. I am not an armed robber. I am not a thief. I am also a Ghanaian. My church members are Ghanaian. So if they are doing this to us in this country, where do they want us to go? I see focus in South Africa. What is happening in Amranya is more than South Africa. What is happening there, being beaten by police officers and langers are joined together to drive us away on the land, demolish everything, and give it to government officials, allegedly, give it to police officers, allegedly. So what they want me to do in this country, they should tell me. They should tell me. And one thing they said is I should not get close to the land. The police officer said I should not get close to the land. If I get close to the land, that day I was wearing white. So they told me if I get close to the land, they will come and carry me with the white in blood. That is what they told me.
Wow.
That is what they told me. That is why I decided not to go to any office again. Let me go to the IGP. Let me go to the president. So I went to the president. I went to Jubilee House. I was looking for him to talk to him. People said I should wait. I should go and write a letter to him before I see him. I said no. That moment I'll be writing the letter, my life is not guaranteed. So they should allow me to see the president. That was when they showed me a video that he is not in the country. The reason I went to the IGP and the reason I went to the president was the fact that these people are threatening me and all that, and nobody is answering. If something happened to me in this country right now, they should ask Jato. If something happened to me in this country right now, they should ask Jolly Holmes. If something happened to me in this country, they should ask Ghana police. Because they have threatened me and nobody is ready to call them to attention. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that human beings, a group of people, can rise in a country that no law works. I'm surprised.
Okay.
If you look at the buildings.
Bishop, say yeah case no. What's you Clement Jato?
Masuno.
What's you Ben Sayda?
Yes.
And Jolly Homes.
Yes.
This
yes.
What do you
police is being handled by peeps.
Okay. It's Mashem court proceedings now say.
Omama 21 days human rights court 21 days later.
Okay.
Then we will start.
Answer na mo be
yes.
Okay, very well. Yeah, the nsem no nyina ebesi wa ha now. Na the opposite wonka be some few minutes in the catch there IGP bio catch your man Penny John Dramani Mahama bio obi biara wo dwene se sa se ni obema betimi ayeye sense so eye dwumadi so
me use opportunity na ma sign afraid the attention of the IGP again. This is not the first time, but I am calling him to give attention to this case. People are dying. There is a woman down there, or friend, anti-catcher and saying, when you stroke, people are dying. As I'm speaking to you right now,
the property
on what demolition near my waso, and allegedly a government official is building on that land right now as I'm talking to you. Right now as I'm talking to you. And what they are doing, Langards Fuaba, police ba. I'm even surprised police is operating with Langards and all that. I'm even surprised. They are building on the land of the woman right now. And I am calling on the IGP once again. He is there for all of us, not for some particular people, to come in.
What's the police for you then? What's the police for now then?
Police for they were operating with Langards.
Oh, how?
Yes. Yes.
Ghana Police Service.
I'm telling you, I have videos.
Allegedly.
I have videos.
You have videos.
I have videos. I have.
Maybe Tobasi. Because this is the Ghana Police Service.
Yes.
Wouldn't say Kroma yet meet you no police at there, but we come on your police.
Oh, I have.
So you used to allegedly for now.
The reason I'm saying
Bishop Tibi, I know how these things work on TV. So just retract and say allegedly some men in police uniform were found working with the Langards.
Okay, allegedly. These very people were not in uniform though. They were in mufti. And they were holding guns and all that.
Very well.
The reason I'm saying that is that Adenta police came there, and these people confronted them that they are on a national assignment from the police headquarters.
Okay, Bishop, the say before the 21 days, baby, I would do on my corner. Baby, I would say penny for your corner. Baby, they say we are seeing that once a year.
And this is going to the president.
Good.
I am calling on him.
Okay.
To come in, to step in. What is happening in America is more than what is happening in South Africa.
Okay.
We are in our own country. Sometimes before the camera, I don't want to even watch things in the camera.
Okay.
Because behind the camera, what is happening is more than even what is happening in the camera.
Yeah.
What is happening in America is more than what is happening in South Africa. We are in our own country. If they are doing this to us, do they want me to put the Bible down and go and pick a gun? Do they want me to put the Bible down and go and steal?
Na yenhwe 21 days no saa me makase me minimum 7 bi wo mo pa ma court no nyina djuma 21 days no said the wabo man panidi wabo IGPD no na yenhwe anim abuja ye to djuma de so ma aye very heated wa in someone ekoso wa here senior servant Prosper Jomens Romela ana wote nka enedai e wo isa politics djuma de so no e founder lead pastor and e Heaven Investment Chapel International. Asem we me nkan ho sem bebre nkwa kire bi o because me already my friend IGP aba asem we mu my friend opani bi abamu se beye na nsiesie sefata betimi akoso na bibia ye kama enu bi na mu hunu ni nei enu bi ana mu huni se yakwakọ bubu nkrofo agapade ne ma ekoso e wa amrehia da refam abuso ye beda no ye ho aba ye ba pe Kingsley Haruna Amaliba one of your national communication team member Edema NDC Amanyoko no Ewofia Yeba Bedin Koma Kanina Tray Yebasia.
average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehinfa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, ni busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekokro abosia, susu account. And it does our savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Obrebo eye edwumada. Eboa eyam eduane. Eboa eyi insa free ni peduanim. Na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yie. Nanso, wonim se niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye edwumaden sen pote.
Me hunda. Me brebo ye edwuma pa. Ebia se me ntumi ye bibi boa me brebo.
Annie, and anointing I want to live here from the Moses Clinic near Herbal Center about Herbal Food Supplement. We see pa de boa brebo ama e ye edwuma ye.
Na, ye edwuma.
Fatopa ye no anopa ne enwumre. Na eboa ma obrebo ye edwuma ye sane ebe ya ebetimi anyam aduane a wodi esiesie ni peduane mu eyi mu finsi ye
Eno na me brebo kia pa.
Ubenya Live Kid wa pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets a ebeo. Sa wo pedudo so etu a. Fresh 0244 06 8447. Live Kid. Wa wo brebo, wa wo ni pedua. Edro yi enye ma apemfo. Ema ema omomanofo. Ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumie. FDA age dwedie nkrato yi atum.
Okay, so your Simon Wakwaba Bill at about TVXYZ and a power 97.9 FM. Inside politics, you may be seeing some who do a tregu. Our mind Ghana and why this fata. Seven so ultimately I say, and it is some Facebook or your at Power 979 FM TV XYZ. Now go pay more YouTube there XYZ broadcasting. Na wabo modern wajebre na fe wahwe dwumadi wi adwuntire bia beba otim no wo de ato ase medin the N.K Obrempong Nyankopon enhira amempreda ya to dwumadi no so e de amawo e wa ha na make I say the office of the registrar of companies I mean kire say deadline ya wo de buy say on the 30th of April wo bi biara on file wo annual returns wo bi biara wonye renewal of your business names wo da so use sa business name no area adwuma no womo assign aye extension of deadline filing a year of filing annual returns no womo de akodu from 30th April no womo de ababa bedu on the 30th of June enti bomodin se sabre de won file annual returns when you renew of business names me ba chaw ko office a year of the registrar of companies na kodi sa adwumadi no if you say wan kwankwoye na ebre no so there will be penalties to pay e bi kura e betimi ayi udin kura fi e betwa udin mu se wonni company bia na ekoba ne sase e twa udin mu na aguso the company no ye adwuma akwanya bia da ho se wo ye de ugina mra no na se de mra no se no wo mo si adidiu efa pepepe eti ko office of the registrar ho Registrar of companies na fe ko register ko file annual returns na fe business name renewals no ko na ko akodi hu djuma se de beye na woni the office of the registrar of companies no enya wo ha bia fa number me de ba betu dwai e bia na asemi upemu nkyeremu yie ana up directions bi wo frɛ the office of the registrar of companies wo mo de san nkyeremu no nyina ebesomo number betimi afrɛ o mo so 0308 249-841 0308-249-841 and our WhatsApp and our Telegram number and also be 0599 525 774 0599 525 774. Now, if you watch me in the office of the Registrar of Companies, I did Shiamuna and Shayabia, Mobile Sebeya, business and because Atena Sinaye, Jumana, yes, have a power specialist about hospital Sabra, ya the one who do a bit to say hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, Utu Asiakra, Afe, fatty liver, sciatica, prostate, broken bones, ulcer, swollen neck, ne fibroids. I are in one more who papa, one more day some Ghana man in Bomadi, Nafu and Kumase, or my branch, or a year. Omo ofeyase Lake Bosom Trekwana so opposite Just Bro filling station ubedum kran ha kwabenya Pokwasi road no so ubenya wom wo ho afi takrade omo Anaji estate adjacent Anaji MA primary school for power specialist about hospital wo number 6 so mejo so na nchiremu aka bi omo de asom 0244544422 0244544422 and 0200 383831 0200 383831 and WhatsApp number no 0355 7978 78 0555 797878 now for power specialist herbal hospital for woman timi ajo so na nia wo hia wo hwehwe yare wa bia aye krankro na eno aba betena wa bra so na wunya anigye mfa mobra no abusia etimi edi free ho ya twadwumadi no so di amade na ne ye wo Haruna Kingsley Amaliba ewo fidua mu wono ye national communicating team member for the NDC watena se Samson ye wo Kasim Isa communication team member for the NDC mpanefo emi no atena se yenko na afi enen koma hodo a etwegu no yenko hyase na yemmie bie mu Amaliba akwaba
enia etsen
boko na so
meba
ede nyankopon ase NDC for muguso enkakra de Ghana for de wo mo hwehwe bosha hodo a mode ma Ghana for no eno na mo ya ma mo yi
well mame mo hana minchia uni akasim minchia tifu unse ndo na free kumase ebedu ya ye penny ne ye boss awda ya no yewura samaje mfi ohwere na se ntia ndo na danu fie danu ebisi ndo na nde na abushia eye ntutu yese edebe jam opini Andrew na ya pa baby akra no ti itimi koy
okay
na ekobo abushia nso chidom na bibia ewie pe ti ma memfa akwanya we so na memfa me boss to me emfa nchia adofrum na abushafo a enya bre ene adaje bebo ayen na ye kura Yura Andrew Onimyamfo Nkopo for the cra NCA. Legina me boss and Ebushon name Adobe Oba Yinasi. Titu ni NDC4. Ye mani efe. Sami who don't unite me by.
Very well.
Na sabi umpeni se akoko bata yemisha na kumanche neba. Na amanfo free chichine benche ebai. Echire odo omo ema Yura Sami. Na echire Sami so se yedi tumi mau na usum year. The party will always stand by you. And Sami have demonstrated a selfless service to the party. So wherever he is, the party needs to be ready to respond to his call. Entiema Abushanfu ina ayiko emo eneyo. Na yema Abushano so yako. Na Yura Andrew ni muyamfo siyama Demri Fedwe nkopo for the cry NCA. But let me add this quickly. There is a propaganda. You see, let's be very decent in our politics. Na a year no a coso NPP so by bedroom. You who pictures ni videos are MPP4 at the NAM social media. Yeah, some of more canon. Sabe abufuno.
I don't say that.
Say you hear lavish funeral Samia Koyena say those nasty things. I don't want to even recall a quote in some of more canon. But see.
But this was anticipated, and
it is indecent. At time, Sabe Samuel so I can remember that Ben worry away Jebushiafa. Mr. Andrew, Umuni Nipakwa no way. Umuni Brapa Panabo. Umun Mabushia will free. But for some myself, Sabi Wako Wara Panaba. Can Papa knew when a bush of 1 to me and a Brimpoiana. To turn this issue into politics is very disgusting. Look, what do you bit Marco online? Ni video like I even shared with you. Samia Uku, ordering a 40th birthday. Did you see the picture and the videos of that birthday? Who lavish party out through MPP for me the birthday, it will win. And before ku for the birthday will win. No more than the birthday will win. A whole much cake, won't try from pon and 30 years. Who spoke about it? In Tieto da, Sabe, young Huni Yansa Kakra, MPP, Omutia Bebo Homo. And you knew my domeba pawani. For me, where I sit. NDC have been in power for 1 year, 6 months.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Assembly MPP for a told them.
Oh,
my brother. Assembly MPP for a car, Sabe. Let me use the word bluntly. Nyansa will come for the last 1 year. Oh, if they have a different year, if they have a different alternative, Papa Yukuini, Adanse Gromisa, a honey woman, Papa Coco Fu, Coco has in cross for the Mekanubi. And this, you can't be a Koma Coco for I should be the one. Per the existing situation, there was nothing government can do. And indeed, President Mahama couldn't have appointed a better person than Randiabi, Dr. Randiabi, to handle the Kuku situation. Next month or two, Minister for Finance, the mid-year budget review by Parliament. And this is public knowledge. As part of the review, government may introduce a new funding model for your cocoa beans.
Okay.
Omampini wa London uti nkomo no ne abushafo ho edinu. Oka say aban de chef fro e bar. Yem preseli your cocoa beans ahead of time. In other words, cocoa beans, over 70% of your cocoa will be bought by the government of Ghana,
yes, or
by the companies who come through a new funding model of buying labor. So we go into value addition and processing, and we can even, in fact, the whole of Africa, in the whole world, we have a premium cocoa. So you say you provide, you process your cocoa near the African continent. Do you know the amount of money we will make? So the best years of cocoa farmers are yet to come. And no matter and the boy share Ghana for a 1 Minia, you buy the fundamental issues also tackle quickly at the rate of inflation. And no more boy ne kosro a brado brano say the bear a juma for kitua and almost 3 months we needed to sort that problem immediately.
Okay.
When we've been able to tame inflation. Through me boss, I made Juma so a good board. Your team a building reserve. I have sufficient dollars in the system are containing the dollar in the forex market. So far, CD are appreciating approximately 50% to the Ghanaian to the US dollar. It means that. Okay, but when you can say time sitting depreciated 200%, and I don't go back at 100 hours. I don't say Sika depreciated beyond 99.99%, and your currency biome. In the 100% to 200%, not about me economics.
Okay, time
so these are some of the issues I bet to here. Look at the fuel prices. Given Strait of Hormuz closure, Israel, US, Iran war, the impact in the oil market, but still. They will relieve kakra.
Okay.
All the same, projects are going all over the place. Big Pussy Lanche, Governor Abuja, one of the most impactful and technical ministers are. You appoint to the road ministry. All over the country. Above all, I will be the first person to admit, say, how no, also, but we can assure the good people of Ghana that giving Nipa Edetuni Amano and then him before Mokano, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we didn't make a mistake. By voting experience above experiment.
Very well.
With the leadership, our problems will be dealt with. And gradually, Ghana will be a better place for all of us.
Thank you, Haruna Kingsley, Amaliba, National Communication Team member of the NEC. Kasim Akwaba. Now, I want to say, Lejo Kuku Boko, dear.
Yamiadum, Lejo Kuku, fine.
Okay. Okay.
Say me chair me constituency for Jina, my chair me MC Honorable Israel Otrema. Me chair ward coordinators ni all branch executives all Lejukuku. NDC they be a make say sometimes young politicians we also don't learn. Na nyamani bi wo honoma I say, sometimes, that's why there's something called experience. In the process of femuno, you also learn something from it. The way some of you are paying for or behaving, let me say, some appointees, suddenly, umama unnecessary pressure, party no. Who here? Nipa does any there access any availability in politics, cure a lot of things. So me bow as a chief executive and as a minister or a deputy minister, whoever you are, me bow office na me intime who na even your PA and our secretary required to me to make kasa in a way me who say yes, this is coming from someone close to the big man. I go home with some good heart and I with some belief say yes. Send any pan cry crampo. My problem cry and solve cry. Me feel say yes. I feel still part of the system. Well. But me say utie grounds in Yoki, especially with relationship with grassroots and appointees.
Now, our horse are nepen grounds in
Yoki. America say, in politics, you learn.
Okay, good.
Because this, in fact, largely, we contributed 70% of our loss in 2016. Yes. Nobody in Ghana will say in 2016, John Mama was not performing. Everything he was delivering, everybody can confirm.
But the disconnecting from the grassroots
good was what causes apathy. Apathy. Emma party for failure say, Masa me papa we call DC no crampo na ye brand no cry ye man appointed. Me be say me hu no crampo. So why should I continue to go and vote for him to still continue to benefit? No. And then then they will not go and vote. You see. And a building up everywhere. Voter region, we also go and take the vote the data and check. So and at the moment, some appointees are beginning to behave in that way. We the young ones.
Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on.
Cinema. Hold on.
Hold on. I'm coming.
I get You've not got me.
I understand.
You've not got me because I'm not landed.
No, let me tell you.
You've not got me.
Wait. Hold on. Let me come.
Let me land so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait. And then your time is short.
Yeah.
Kasim, baby, what they was 7 do no. You will treat that another time because you're on topic.
Okay.
Now, maybe say Uncle His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, Ghana UK Investment Summit, a course no, Nensemwa Wadi Tuja, Yeba, Yabeta Jimmy Sama.
We are just about to make history again. We did it in my first term, but after we left office, it didn't continue. We are about to start to refine our own crude. And so in June, we are delivering a parcel of Ghanaian crude from our own oil fields to the Tema Oil Refinery to process. And that is what we call value addition.
Fiscal prudence and discipline always delivers results. And so, to you fellow Ghanaians, I want to assure you that
to start to refine our own crude. And so in June, we are delivering a parcel of Ghanaian crude from our own oil fields to the Tema Oil Refinery to process. And that is what we call value addition.
Fiscal prudence and discipline always delivers results. And so, to you fellow Ghanaians, I want to assure you that President Mohammed's administration is determined to ensure that the gains we have made so far are maintained.
Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, Ghana UK Investment Summit, course, together with Dr. Kasiel Atoforsen, our no a year or main finance minister, and one more thing, Sema Wadi Tujano. Amaliba already meaning say this a year bite videos. His Excellency President Sema Hodo Wakoka. Ghana UK Investment Summit na seminano wahunu bi achievement bi a akoso kwan ya mo fa so na wo man Ghana niema hodo bi ayen ankasa yetimi ayede ama ho den na wo kan dia fa senseme.
Yeah, you see, NDC as a political party, trademark is service to the people.
Okay.
And from 2017, Ija Kofranimu Emma Omampine Kufor Mani Bedi Adie. Obekaya, for about 2 years, NDC was silent. The reason was very simple. It was deliberate.
Okay.
Let's allow the government to settle. Let's allow the president to gain focus. Now, onto me, implementing the policies are okaso by Ghana for. You know, democracy affords the citizens the opportunity to make a choice between promises that they think meet their expectation as a people. And Neoma, the government of the day, so do you get it? And so we cannot say the oil, or be balance say the oil, you know, mayor home at least. Omutina omwadwene eno ne nipane kano a tosuma or more. They will definitely vote for that person, okay? When President Mahama handed over power to Akufo-Addo, we didn't believe him to come and continue new money here.
In 2017?
No, we didn't believe him. And we didn't even expect him to come and do those things.
Why?
Or to come and continue.
Why?
Because he didn't believe in said new money here and Ghana for. Of course, almost say you're quite. They're part of their campaign policies, right? And we never expected any of them. However, we were expecting say he would take his oath of office very seriously. In other words, hold the tenet of the constitution that brought him to office. But upon assumption of office, Akufo-Addo treated the constitutional provisions like a restaurant menu. Or choose and pick the own pen and skip. That was what he did. By the time Obefra Kunyaso in 2024, he built one of the most corrupt governance machinery the whole continent have ever witnessed. If I dare say the whole world. He's the first president on record. Yeah, appointed over 24 ministers in power, in government. 24 ministers, okay?
Over 24 ministers?
Yes. Or 124, sorry. Man, can you hear 124 ministers?
Yeah.
Besides that, more than half of the government were family and friends. In fact, they are red family members. And he built one of the most corrupt governance machinery, like I said earlier. What were the effect? 2016 elections, and now commission Baumia to organize town hall meetings and give lectures. They are experts. That was the first time. Yeah, you say governance was not about discussion of policies, but it was presenting personal credentials as a ticket of inviting the electorate to consider what we would do or what we are capable of doing. Ghana 40 about mere lectures. Almost the 2 at the man. Okay, say if you want to know that your city is performing well, just check the fundamentals. Fundamentals in your weaker, the exchange rate no be exposed. Now, see for that theory about mere kayenwa. No one will tell you that at this material time the fundamentals are strong. Okay? City to dollar is saying 10-11. 10-11 go Bank of Ghana share on the agenda where so see your money back from PR, it will affect the export market. And Ghana also is an exporter. And also, of course, we need forex. In keeping at that level. Baby, look at inflation. Yeah, the inflation is 3.2%.
I could do 3.4.
A man of women also kakra, but still a normal. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, city to dollar ratio. No, in fact, the city is one of the most performing currencies in the entire continent, and one of the best performing currencies in the world. After we were rated a junk economy, a baller economy. Yeah, debt to GDP ratio, it was almost 70% at the time. In fact, a Koya could do 104% as of 2022-2023. A buyer do 70%. Abraham handed power at the money, and then your barber do 44%. Meanwhile, the West 54% to GDP ratio at my MPP in 2016. Inflation of 15%. Okay, a lending rate of 23%, 23% or 20%. But by the time we if you look at our West, that also catch Ghana forcing and trouble more, and they are coming to build an economic empire. So the Ghana need to be a humbeton. Yeah, the baby a jar or mine at the shell, the be a jar or mine the check for Sano, editor to be no jar or mine Maya. It was baller economy, you know, the giant. Yaka, as of December 31st, 2016, was 120 billion Ghana cedis. He gave us 640 billion Ghana cedis. Have you seen where baby Odio Mine Kujina? Now, this is the economic situation we inherited. Let's look at our infrastructure. Adeba Nekufa do Shasi Oye. I was in Kumasi over the weekend, and I could see a Juma Ekoso, so I'm interchange. Run about so I'm interchange project. Yeah, Ekoso. Yeah. Yeah, no. Look at Obuase. That's a Obuase Arian Kwanta Kwano, and also Gusu. For each how do you call it? Kasua through to Winneba Junction, Mankesim, Cape Coast to Takrade, dualization. Ekoso. Okay, Kumasi Expressway. So far, 51% kilometers has been cleared by the Ghana Armed Forces 14th Engineering Regiment. For Nichire, the Temamoto Way, the project on Ekoso, go to Menkan, the Bono region, go to Western North, and all the major roads in Ghana, development are going on. So we are not only looking at building the fiscal infrastructure alone, but I will see a balance of that fiscal infrastructure through prudent policies. Ebetimiyama isika samno ebejina enintina Minister for Finance, Honorable Dr. Kisel Tuforsen, a brand new Casa or town hall meeting in London. Yeah. Because now we have dealt with the sector, the real problem of the economy. We are now focused on the sectorial problems, and the sectorial problems have to do with institutions and the various sectors, the challenges that they are facing. And mind you, government is introducing a special court. Yeah, that court a bit deal with how do you call it? Auditor General report I will call Piak Uti somewhere free mobile now book crampo etil you get it. So my brother, so far so good. O share 1 year near yanti corruption scandal bia obebia. Ebin see that. Baya betina kunya so now almost 2 years yanti corruption scandal once a year. It is a deliberate policy choice na kofa weni minaba. And my brother, o share weni mina going forward omampeni vision is say yen export raw materials biom eukruma. Because you export raw materials now, you are exporting jobs.
Okay. And
some agency have led that charge. And then you go to you two kruma you firm come on the robium. The dory. You're refining now. Memorandum on the Gold Coast Refinery Company, Gold Coast Refinery Limited. There was also another one no more aside that memorandum not too long ago. You go in a very refinery kruma. The acquisition of Damai mine by EMP have also augmented your gold reserves too, and have enhanced our liquidity position, making sure, say, Bank of Ghana will always get the forex and make it ready for the traders. So the bay of Mampina Kufaru, someone kind of say, Mens Mahama, see the Nuna saying, yeah, if you are bam, let's see $1 Mens Mahama, yes, 2 cities, $1 to 3 or 2 cities. I must say, hata, so kind of good. But when he came to power, what did he do? See the buy more hata than they know on the and traders can be assured say $1 level and there no the crown nyoma eba next month or qua at the same level no betono. There is certainty in the forest market. There is certainty in the commodities market.
All right.
There is certainty in planning our lives.
Okay.
So that you see someone na brano and nyoma enko yina e dia hochire e ba no sa hochire no ya brena se kra. And you are never also a day about form Minister of Agriculture so e born home modern and so many things have been put in place. But the reality of what we are doing, the impact and the best of it is yet to come. The Radia Doma by the end of this year, Echo middle of next year, same time.
Well.
Ghana for being the picture of this government very clearly. Even until we get there, the signs are already there, is showing.
Okay.
And the Makani na Yunominia, Yen Tana and Kasa, Yoma Yinano, Yama Ghana than Ebruch, Yama Dana Ghana heaven. Or how
okay.
No, how no so. Mekache Ghana 42 ne party for so more modern, a year Jumadin, a boade and this by and say, no matter how wicked President Mahama is, a kind of 1 hour Mpuno of Bemua, he will bow out to the party and give us a salute before he leaves. It will be kind of come and the best are yet to come.
Haruna Kingsley Amaleba, National Communication Team member, the man is Yamanyoko, and our chain and Canum. Kasim, bow His Excellency the President John Dramani Mama, Ghana UK Investment Summit, Corso, in Sema Okokan, or Honodena, or Candiafel.
You am say, President, Yen say, only the banner say, ideas and how to even present the ideas, no, obi intimi and compete. If you a program no from Tamao Remu, and then the way the people cheered him up, the way auditorium was full to its capacity, and how they were receiving the message.
Okay.
There might be one more the applause and the kind of questions. Unlike those days, I'm for church questions. Edima, I'm for so Mumbisano. This is somebody who gave everybody the opportunity to ask questions. Or no officer dana kuma so ekoswa Ghana and any NG. Papa no was able to answer every question to the understanding of everybody who will be our questions. In fact, one of the questions was about how was say menu abema etachi so say afi on pese raw materials ya Ghana no
the best export
na asamba aus Ghana ya to amayen the an issue like cocoa like this say yen farm cocoa beans no then it will go and then come in chocolate sebi okay ni bakra na ya eti akra it is a Valentine dance na wait manya cocoa chocolate all those things no she share all that to her say at least 50% of whatever will come out no government bear ebe holding no yen so ya process wa say enum na ye niam sebi ema oman etumpon because eba ne sa na edwuma will remain here ye sika sem so begina.
Okay.
After the next one crude oil cry or say at the moment sa niam we nyina ba so it means that crude oil cry no to ebe refine it.
Yeah, local.
Yes. Okay. Then enu nyina no enye say afi na edebeko yebeto am edebeko abrochi
na fine product number.
Exactly. Yes anema we nyina na say cost wa sebi ntokwa cost wa Iraq na America. Sa anema we anka wo ho anka yen fire ho. But because of sa anema yentimi enye opinion bia sebi obeba be drink the way His Excellency John Dramani Mahama drink opinion sebi on drink within say oh me aka me 4 years pe ana o me de bi na mako so the bibia or drink bia is just within the term. This is somebody who is planning for the future and then the generation yet unborn or because niama John Mama to akwemu no so to me we nyina and definitely I know by the 4 years term there because and no akra can say by next year no sa embassies and I think the biggest gas processing plant and all those things and no that's it. So I know so baby sa man san no akọ now otimi wie sa man no akọ a me ne wo ne yema nyina no ya ye the economy no ya lower bibia mayen sebi who as businessman and as transport owner who ye juma kra you feel say yes nearby usem no edos sin the airco. And what is governance about? Governance is all about you investing small and getting more. So it was a progress and in punto eco so obia life. And another thing me fair was about the way Mariano Kasakura, you know, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he always make you happy. The Mariano Kasakura, he came down to everybody's level. So, brofukra okano krampono, can brofua again Ghana for BTB, and everybody was happy and you could see say this is the moment those people are feeling to be proud
to be Ghanaians. Okay.
And obieni honuma obeka say the John Mama that we all know, who from 2016, say, all the time in the policies, you know, it's about the future. It's about the future. It's about, and he's not thinking about himself alone. It's about the future, and that is why Ghanaians had hope in him, and that is why Ghanaians still have confidence in him, and that is why we still think, say, he's the best person to lead Ghana as at now, because Sebi. Abambian baya sebi waiting me ajisika say me trust got to work for a legacy project. It's a biggest achievement this
so government back on the core.
Yes, wait me my trust got to say yem fan to us
very well.
Be a sida. So it means say or be a onye petty partisan no or you be all the time or dream on mine no. If you see everybody like him, everybody speaking good about him. Enya magic bi ana enya sika bi ana bibi no ochemom but the people are seeing that this man ne actions no it is positive
very well
into a positive person you support John
very well brain into no na yemfa the next topic ni enka wasem abusia bomode na court divine hope eba center for omo no mode otwa eba powder de aba edro ni nru a ayarwa hodo a etimisa ana meba boso akiri wote wodi ewu mu pe hwehwe eye otwa eba powder divine hope eba center for de aba no ebebo oye pa West pain emane memanyina ebo oye pa fe pulse sexual weakness low libido stroke ulcer any menstrual disorder sayare wahodo amaboso nyina no otwea heba powder a draw divine hope eba center for the abano ebebo am no watimi anya yare sa kai na hye ne so sa abiri bia obeno otwea heba powder no wadidi ansa wadidi wie dia no pa wie nwira na sa homache utimi no madrui na afa atimi ansa yare wahodo nyina amaboso yi edi ama okokofo dia gaps information benya bia to ho kape ba yesunyane house of drugs ashaman boache ansa e Cape Coast na na boache eba wotema pk gombela wotema le divine hope heba center ɛwɔ numbers yi so ɔmo ngye osu na opɛ bi atu de go pharmacy shop anasa wo herbal shop a ɔmo atimi ama obi 0591 565 557 0591 565 557 and 0550 639 037 0550 639 037 or try about powder or see Janice wa wo beba MPA 7 wusun kai o say ukọ na sa ukoto say tanka bia dania to fie nim ka kwan so na ompata mu ampacho emfa gallon emfa pan emfa bobi ase ukosofo oni bi na mu mfre number ya me de ba beto dwai the Ghana National Fire Service, the Ghana Police Service and the National Petroleum Authority for anka sabeba na woma be nsisi a senefata se be yemfa ni bia emba number betimi afresh 0302550380 030-255-0380 na fe mpedifo etimi ajo so na woma baba hwe nsisi o kai na hye nso se won kwa ekita na sombo eson petrol 1 gallon nti menko enko sobi wo bra eye tanka dani ato ne ankohye wase busa ha TV SYZ ana power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi esini ye to enkomo so na fe aye na ya sorry jumedi so amaliba me samba ho the minority edin komo womo ehwe se eye bill anti LGBTQ plus bill a womo pass ewo mrashebedwemu a wo so mampani John Dramani mama didn't sasha say no womo say womo hwe this time around said ye womo aye friend say emra no a womo water it down that means say womo aye niema bi ama emu aye mre womo aye amendment bi womo aye exemptions bi a ama mra no say ahode an ese na fata say benya no eni e ka womo nko ade an ka womo mfa saa new bill o ma pass into na ka 2024 de na woman edikoma na nandan kwaku fado no omampani John Dramani mama I sent you to that be mum na no mum nyadwuma then I can do afasa asemi you
see to the MPP focus on utia you wonder where they are speaking from na obusa say aduane be no mudi na mkoda hin intim for you ya wo Jesus asem we gina mudi ndende no magazine abebo no kwadu say we gay
any allegedly
of father magazine abeka I am quoting please
okay.
I'm coming
me too
these are public knowledge right magazine abeka a oye bema osin twin fojo enene da o yiri o what is the the statement about bonte so we gunu kunu ni mu asase mo kan ye no kure what won't mean cancer same way emfa oba warefo and as a bema warefo abrekwa ne kunu ana ne partner no emmeyi sansem we ano ntim fojo what ne yirenka
na say ntim fojo na na say nye no kure
onye no kure ogina hefa so ka so be court magazine so court no be sha no ho oboso biom the last time I met here no also eye aban na abopa si ngura ni mu ase wo abai wo ho time ebo passing good ni say but by their fruit we shall know them duana ba na be chire duakro umsuban yo mo de krum hani in any case but where we stand even let's assume without admitting said the bill have been watered down and that it has no significant legislative impact to regulate sa suban we are why na be boa no yentim fodwa because Sassimo Sigano, Odibi, no yin one until so be come ranim, a cogina court. I drag the magazine a begina ho, not court of competent jurisdiction. I funded that issue no Menkano in a proper perspective with respect to the law. No more making a determination, no, in Team Fortune cannot exculpate himself from this news answer on one kasa invite a man and to he doesn't have credibility to speak to this matter. But don't be surprised that 88 obi use the word soundcast. I will not use the word soundcast, but that 88 rabble rousers from more parliament one me no nkro from kan ya dwen iPad ma mo ntena fie na boso nso aban nti omunka ebeboa because parliament you
are talking about members of parliament of the biggest opposition party.
Members of parliament don't behave this way. They don't behave this way. Also, barely water it down. Look, okay, constitution now. I think Article 106, right? Yeah, that's Article 104. 4, 5, Article 104. Clause 8 means where the president refuses to assent to a bill, he shall within 14 days send a bill to Parliament. In fact, so can free clause 8, 9, clause 8 in particular, BC 9. What Chairman said, Parliament pass a law, near the comma, President on Sana President me assign, and I'm also on Mampine Kufado. Then, I dare call say, oh, yeah. It does a obituary memorandum as stated the particular provisions of the law, which he thinks he cannot assent to that bill vis-a-vis those provisions, on stated in the memorandum and from common Parliament, and answer or notify the Speaker. No refer bill and from Council of State. Na say bill na okan in sa oh, but a tear some okay. We a letter on one kasane to say ne Chief of Staff Executive Secretary Edebaye ya o check kratano on the 18th of March 2024. Tear some no. The office is aware of the pending legislation to application of an order of interlocutory injunction blah blah blah. The last guy na Amanda Odoy, and for that matter the president was able to assent to the bill until the final determination of the matter. In the constitution, I have found a constitution can say, Parliament e passemra. No man perinti means haya. Now the case echo court. On the basis of sa bill now what Parliament now. On man perinti sign. Until this guy they are wasting time. The question is say, me tia honorable Mahama Yaraga na me bona baso. How he conducted the business of Parliament that day and expose the chicanery, the uncivility, and the uncouth behavior of their leader for your market. And then they'll come out and lie. And the truth is that we have a law that now regulates and bans and punishes and sanctions homosexuality in Ghana. And Ghanaians are ready for that law. Oman Penimba, he will sign it for you to become a part of Ghana.
At least I'm not president. On my warning, say my parliament and letter be embani on my warning. Unlike the tone of the letter from the presidency to parliament was like omu on tokwa warning say if you mufasa baby mbasa. And at that time, him say president there or discharging the duties, nobody can injunct him or something like that. So, but Nana Akufo-Addo hide behind that thing, supported by Fenyo Maki and Co. Today he's making noise. Say, then, and then we say that Mate, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Chatham House, Omagwa grant interview, and he has alluded to the fact, say, people are talking about quorum Maniama. Fine, Attorney General will review it. Whatever it is, Oba, however the issue is. And I know John Mama has never run away from this LGBT thing since day one. Bibia okay, he will assent to it. This is somebody who yet me pass bill no bit my pass. The next 2-3 days or some famra he assent to it. And so me I know that John Mama that we know LGBTQ, but the way MPP for a approach and omon pese John Mama among for who say His Excellency etimi omon etimi anye John Mama etimi assent. And it will go in his credit or the credit of the NDC. Therefore, and so Munye Bibi and say, oh, and the original bill is not what he passed, or the original, no matter what, times has changed. So Untimin can't say, even the 1992 constitution, I will not say that okay. So every constitution, every bill or law, no matter what, changes there. If you and there or China, somebody can raise some issues. Say no, yes, it's so say baby won. Say pass. What is the issue?
Bringing to me that say. I will say Kasimi sa Haruna Kingsley
Amaliba Karim or Kaso so TAA. Okay, go see me chiao. Me that say. Na me chia konta bibi obia. Me that say. Akonta. I will say did you make any Haruna Kingsley Amaliba National Communication Team member. The man this is so na Kasimi sa communication team member. The man NDC Amanyoko no. Mr. of Jampo, Peter Granting, a year Emmanuel Nature Bass, or more. Lizzie and a year makeup team and him kama, and then meet me at the best some more. Francis and a year Williams, if I camera, Mr. Kevin Asante, as she said,
dwumadi edi ma me midi de N.K Obrempong Okwabman Kane the grassroots president nyame yɛ adom ɔkyena yɛbɛsan ahyia Kofi Dako Akra wo ba aba betenase Akra Kofi Dako ɔne adwoa kwachoa na fe news na aka nyina no wo matimi de asom nyame yɛ adom ɔkyena yɛbɛhyia makrawo